don't trust me, come with a real. You here been the front, so you get my meals. I'm gunning for the money in the bank. Coming with a dank, skirling that tank, rolling with the gang. You sitting out on the sideline tripping. I go to the hole with a rock like Pippin. Yeah. I'm okay.
What up, though, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Woodward Heavyweight live on Woodward Sports. Make sure you smash that like button. I am Spencer Axter. As always, Nick Koloff and Christopher Platty in the booths. Booth boys in full effect. We got a lot to talk about today. Obviously, you know, Lions. We got an NFC North huddle cooked up by Nicholas Koloff.
Let's go.
We got some Lions topics about the running backs, the offensive line, different things going forward. And should we be more worried about the Colts than we are? Because I think a lot of people are chalking this one up as a win, and rightfully so, because we're the best team in the NFL. But we got a lot of different things to get into. First, a little tease for later. If we get to it, we probably won't, because you guys are communists and you don't like hockey. But speaking of communists, Pavel Datsyuk getting honored. I don't know if Pat is communist, but he's getting honored today at LCA. Obviously, he was inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame recently, and they're doing a day downtown as the Red Wings take on the Islanders tonight, where they're honoring him. They're giving away a commemorative coin for the first lucky, however many fans get in there first to get it. But shout out to Datsyuk. Very happy for him. Like I've said it multiple times, he is my favorite Detroit sports athlete of all time. He is very well deserving to be inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame. He's got the silkiest mitts ever. He was the scariest guy to be on the ice if you were an opposing forward, because you'd always take the puck away from people. So shout out to Pavel Datsyuk being honored in LCA tonight. Very excited for him.
Shout out. Yeah, I mean, we could use a Datsyuk on this team, I'll tell you that. I mean, this team needs a 1C Magic Man. Yeah, he was special to watch as a Detroit Red Wing. We were lucky to have him for
one
as
of
long as we did.
if not the biggest draft steals of all time. I can't remember. He was drafted in like the 7th round or something like that. Him and Zetterberg both were very late round draft picks. So just like I said, favorite Detroit sports athlete of all time, the Magic Man. And just happy for him getting his dues, because it is well deserved. He is your favorite hockey player's favorite hockey player. Like that's who Pavel Datsyuk is. This is a guy that put fear into the ice, or into the hearts of opposing players when he was on the ice. So
yeah, I know you highlighted that, but he also put the fear in goalies specifically.
Yes.
He made them look ridiculous when it was a one-on-one situation, the way he could handle the puck.
Yeah, just the bag of tricks he has was really unmatched ever. Like, no one had a deeper bag than Pavel Datsyuk, and rightfully so, he took his place in the Hockey Hall of Fame, and shout out to him. What up, Brandon Garland in the Woodward Sports chat? Shout out to him. Another quick shout out, a couple guys shouting out the boys, showing love to the boys, specifically me on my rant of Matt Deary and his take on Jameson Williams. Got some run on the Drew Lane show.
Hey, yo.
And they were talking about it. Shout out to Drew. I met him a few times. He's a very, very great guy. He was brought in here to kind of talk to us about, you know, all of the shows, using his experience and his wisdom, being in the game for so long. And he knows what he's doing, obviously very successful with Drew and Mike and now the Drew Lane show. So he gave some love to me calling out Matt Deary the other day. So shout out to him. Always good to hear from those guys. They're some of the best to ever do it. So it's awesome when you get acknowledged by guys like that. And another guy who acknowledged that call out, one Keegan-Michael Key. Shout out to Keegan-Michael Key, liking the Instagram reel on the Woodward. He's a fan of the network. He's a friend of the network. So obviously a very noted Detroit sports fan. He's from Michigan. He's a huge Lions fan. So I saw him like the reel of me going off on Matt Deary. So shout out to Keegan-Michael Key of obviously Key and Peele fame, and he does a lot of things. Very, very talented actor and comedian. So shout out to him. It's awesome to hear those guys talking out.
Yeah, that's the big one. Keegan-Michael Key. I mean, geez, Broadcaster 6, first on Netflix. Next thing you know, you're going to be in a movie, going on one of these rants.
I know. We just filmed a spot for Fox 2 earlier. I'm going to have to start charging for these appearances. Like, get a little celebrity fee going here. No, but Like,
Yeah.
it's awesome. Like,
That's badass.
Drew was a fan of the heavyweights. When he came in here, he specifically talked to me and Easy, and he was like, you guys are doing it right. Like, keep doing it how you're doing it. It's what the people want. So, shout out to Drew. It's just awesome to hear that from him. And I'm glad other people back me up on my take on J-Mo. So, shout out to him. Drew Lane shouted me out on his show, and they played the clip of me snapping on the guy, and they were all in the background like, yeah. Like, so, and Keegan-Michael Key liked the reel of me snapping on him.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah, it's pretty cool when you have cool people like that backing you.
Hell yeah.
So, what's up, Easy?
What's up, dude?
How
Sorry,
are
People
dude.
already driving like Matt Deary's out there?
Dog, it's like pussies. No, it's actually crazy. 40 miles per hour on 696 is criminal.
Yeah, people
Well, it's dangerous. You could get hurt if you go any faster.
could get hurt if you go any faster. People
Yeah, dude,
just
I understand when there's ice out, like when there's like, snow's been out, but since it's the first time, drive normal.
drive normal.
Drive normal.
It's not
please.
that hard. Yeah.
Speaking of criminals, did you see Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce got robbed?
No, I didn't.
It's possibly linked to a South American crime syndicate.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did they get robbed? Like
Their homes.
Their homes got
Yeah,
robbed?
yeah, their homes got robbed. They probably, yeah.
What's a South American crime syndicate doing in Missouri? Because I assume it's their Kansas City homes, right?
Yeah, well, one was, I guess Travis Kelce's in Kansas. His home, does Missouri and Kansas must border each other,
Yeah.
I'm assuming? Okay.
Yeah, it's like right on the border though of Kansas.
I guess so. So Travis is in Kansas, Mahomes is in Missouri, but then the same night when they played the Saints, I think it was, they got robbed, and then the more like the FBI has been looking into it, they officially alerted the NFL that NFL players are being targeted by South American
No
crime
way.
syndicate. Yeah,
That's
Shefty
insane.
tweeted it. Ian Rappaport tweeted it earlier this morning.
Well, they're like stealing merch or just like
Merch.
So
probably they know them as targets who probably have a lot of money and jewelry, and they know they're not going to be in their homes at a certain time period.
yes,
all I know
Easy
is
marks.
all I know though is if anything Taylor Swift got stolen, those people are gonna end up dead.
Yeah.
Those people are gonna end up
Yeah,
dead.
it's going to be like it's
could you
gonna be
imagine like
the-
Swifties take on like
like the cartel behind
yeah,
videos, but it's going to be Taylor Swift fans holding. You see what happens when you go against
yeah,
Taylor Swift."
exactly.
What's that?
Some blonde white chick.
What's that one popular
How
song?
dare
Like,
you?
hi, it's me. Like
Imagine a fucking like we were all sick fucks. Like, I mean, some of you might not have done this, but the majority of people watched those videos back
Yeah.
when they were going
Yeah.
around. Imagine it
Bestscore.com.
just being a bunch of that could be a Keegan-Michael Key. I got a great skit idea for you.
You got so many skit ideas, Keegan-Michael Key.
Fucking Taylor Swift fans beheading drug syndicate lords because they steal from Travis Kelce and making videos like that. That'd be a great
itself.
skit.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I didn't click and read the actual article. I just went like straight to YouTube. So the video I watched was like 7 days old. But yeah, Travis Kelce had like $20,000 stolen from him,
Jeez.
and they didn't give out the specifics of Patrick Mahomes, which I'm assuming is probably like at that point.
They stole my money. Yeah, no. Miss Piggy's gonna be mad at me.
But I'm assuming it had to be like memorabilia or something specific because
Yeah.
like the information didn't come out as of like what was taken from his home. So it's probably something like when it's for sale or whatever. Then they'll figure out who the fuck it was.
That dude's got a forehead on him, bro.
Wait, Bob Ryan?
Yeah, no, not Bob Ryan.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bob Ryan. Might be time to hang him up, Bob Ryan. He's not looking great.
He's better shape than the other
Legend.
one.
Page, though.
Legend for sure.
Who's the-
He's definitely in better shape than Woody Page.
Yes, Woody Page.
Both legends.
yes.
Absolutely.
Some of the best columnists ever. So
Never read a single thing they wrote.
Every
You?
journey
No?
comes to an end.
It's known for the show.
yeah, that's fair.
I guess I read somewhere too that this show Around the
Oh,
Horn's
dude, you
going
can
to
see
be
it on the
done
small screen.
next summer.
I love Around the Horn.
Summer 2025 is going to be over.
Around the Horn and PTI were always my favorite ESPN shows.
I don't mind it. Maybe just get some fresh faces.
Get some fresh faces in
some
there.
people
for sure.
not dying. Maybe No
used-
offense to the dying.
Tony
I used to
Reality's
like
the
it
man.
when it was like Mina Kimes and
I mean, oh yeah, shit
Pablo
used to be on
Torre
there.
used to do it a lot,
Yeah.
and Jay Donde used to be on
Jay
there.
Yeah,
Donde
Donde.
was
I
my
was gonna
dog,
say
yeah.
Bomani Jones.
Yeah,
Bomani Jones.
Did
Bomani Jones
Amino,
blocked
did
me on
Amino
Twitter.
Hassan do it?
What?
Yeah,
What'd you do?
Bom-
I call
Bomani
him a
did?
clown. But like,
For what?
I think he came at Detroit or something.
no, I like,
How many people have you blocked?
I only block like porn bots or
Sure.
shit. Yeah,
You got
I
more?
only bookmark porn bots. No, I don't block people.
You blocked anyone yet?
No, I don't think not anybody that I can like remember. going.
I
I
think
mute
blocked, like,
people.
2 people. I mute a lot.
I
of
mute
people.
a lot
Yeah.
of people.
Yeah.
Like if I don't want to, I'm like. But then I look at the tech.
And I always do the same exact. I was
when
just
tweet
talking to Deanna
something,
about
it's like
this.
from a muted account. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Literally.
it's really no point. But
I was just talking to Deanna about that because I was like, oh, I was showing him a tweet or something. I had to unmute it. He's like, well, how do you have it muted if you're just looking at what he does? I'm like, brother, I do it every time.
Yeah,
every
It's
time.
too
do it every
enticing.
time, too.
It's too enticing.
It is too enticing, and it pisses you off. Like, God damn, why did I?
yeah.
I wish it, at least no, you still probably unmute it. At least I wish it told you who it was. Don't tell me. Don't show me what they said. Just say who it was. Because some people like you may have like just muted them one time on accident.
Yeah,
something,
or
you
it's
know?
like Twitter mutes them because they said gay or something like that. You know.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I
I want to
heard-
read some of those comments. They're funny. But
Yeah,
if it's
I'm
the
with
specific people I muted for a reason.
Yeah. Sure, we got some of the same ones. Yeah, I had this too because I was listening to you guys talk on BD today. Bryce stayed home from school, so we were messing around with we're building this like monster truck for him. But you guys were talking about like if an asteroid came to Earth before the Detroit Lions like won the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Like what if the world ended before the Lions won the Super Bowl?
Wow, I'm not trying to get political. I'm just letting you guys know that this has happened. That Biden has given the Ukraine the clearance to use those U.S. missiles in Russia, and so they used them. But I'm like, if this, and I saw Stick. This is actually a Stick tweet. That's why I know about this. If fucking World War III breaks out before the Detroit Lions Super Bowl, I will lose my fucking shit.
Yeah.
I will find Biden myself and offer him as a peace treaty. Just let the Lions win the goddamn Super Bowl.
Honestly.
Before this shit. Like what? Why?
Careful. That's a president.
Seriously though, like
Not for my team.
what?
Not really.
Kinda.
What?
In theory.
Allegedly.
Only a little bit.
In theory.
But
I didn't hear what you said.
he said, careful, it's the president. I was like, I mean, only for like 2 more months. But
But if he's
Don't
not
make me
competent to
cry.
run for race, why are you allowing this guy to fucking use his missile? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Why is he allowed to do that if he can't run for fucking president?
definitely
Yeah.
shouldn't have his finger on the trigger.
Dude,
See what I'm saying? Like, what the
That's
fuck?
always been the stupidest thing to me is like what do they call that term? It's the layover term between presidents. It's like dude, you could just totally mess shit up for the next person.
I
if you
always
want to.
thought-
There's like, that beef felt real too. Like, it probably would have.
I always thought a dementia-ridden old man was going to ruin the NFL.
Yeah.
But I thought it was going to be Jerry Jones and not Joe Biden.
Yeah.
So,
exactly.
like, we got 2 we got to worry about now.
Saying that 1 year we're looking at goddamn promising some shit like that happens.
Yeah.
But we'll see. It is what it is. Daniel Jones coming for Kirby's All-Pro spot. Was this?
Yeah, so there were reports from Giants beat reporters that Daniel Jones was running scout team safety.
Get the fuck out of
I
here.
swear to God, Daniel Jones was running scout team safety for the Giants in practice today.
You gotta be ready to play.
I don't know, but
He's
like,
not athletic.
he's not athletic. He's gumpy, but he is athletic. That's got to be like a humiliation thing, right? Like, you got enough players that you don't need him to run scout team safety.
Yeah, it's got to be just for the looks because the reason why they benched him, I guess, is like for money. He can't get hurt, otherwise they're gonna owe him the rest of the contract or something like that. So
What
like,
if he got hurt at practice playing scout team safety?
yeah, why
That's
you play
what I
scout
would
teams?
do.
I mean, that's the craziest shit.
I would
That's the most New York
absolutely
Giants shit I've ever
injure
heard. That's some
myself.
that's borderline cowboy shit. If I'm being honest with you, like that's how stupid that is. Had to be just for looks. Had to be just given the Johnny. What's his name? DeVito. Johnny.
Tommy DeVito.
Tommy DeVito.
Johnny DeVito.
Danny DeVito. That's actually fucking insane.
Yeah. It's like I said, that also has to just be like a humiliation thing. Like,
Yeah.
because you've got a whole defense and a whole bunch of practice squad players for that exact reason.
Yeah, that is
There's
really weird.
no reason your backup
Did he
quarterback.
voluntarily do it? Maybe
No, why would he do that?
as a coach, why would you do that in front of
to
the other
humiliate
players?
him.
Yeah, but if you're planning on coaching this team the rest of the year, you're going to humiliate the other guy.
I mean, yeah, send
Establish
a message.
dominance a little bit?
Send a message.
Just start making establishing dominance.
Danny, get over here. Drop. Yeah, dude, it's got to be like just trying to fucking humiliate the guy, right?
Yeah, I saw one of the NFL reporters tweet. He went to the podium today and was like, "Grateful for my time here at New York." I was like blase, but the caption like emotional response, and like it was not. It was the most dull.
Because I remember we used to have a coach who would run scout team safety against
Yeah.
us in high school.
So I got so many scout team highlights.
But that was because we had 12 players on our team.
Oh, God.
So we needed someone to.
That's awful.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Your senior year?
My sophomore year.
Damn.
Yeah. We won 2 games, though.
Damn.
Won the Brown Jug, beat Lincoln.
That's
Stinking Lincoln.
Shameful in Lincoln.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Didn't Lincoln used to be good, too?
They were pretty good for a little while.
Yeah. That's
we,
crazy.
We beat them. Laren Johnson was their running
I
back.
thought you were about to say laryngitis. Took him out.
Laryngitis.
laryngitis.
Chemical warfare. So we beat them. We gave them all laryngitis before the game. No, but that's just crazy that they're using him to do that. It has to just be like a humiliation thing.
Yeah,
but we're going to go to break. We're going to come back. We're going to forget talking about these shitty, poopy Giants. We're going to talk about good teams like the Detroit Lions. But first, let me tell you about Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone where anyone who meet anyone can get a judgment-free workout. Friendly, knowledgeable staff. You can get a full-body workout in 30 minutes, and all memberships include fitness training. You get all of it for just $15 a month, or you can upgrade to the Black Card and get use of amenities like hydro massage, total body enhancement, and access to over 2,500 locations worldwide. Planet Fitness to join or just figure out what Planet Fitness is all about. Go visit them in club. You'll get a nice tour, or you can join online at planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Can't get enough Lions coverage? Make sure you catch all Woodward sports shows every game day. Wake up with Woodward and Maine, giving you the latest insight into the Lions locker room and press conferences. Then join the Lions pregame show, highlighting key matchups, injuries, and what to watch for during the game. Follow all the ups and downs of the live game action with our Woodward Watch Party live on YouTube and WoodwardSports.com. After the game, check out the instant fan and host reactions with the Lions postgame show. Every game, it's wall-to-wall, kneecap-biting, high-fiving, chest-pumping Lions coverage.
Hell yeah!
Only at Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Woodward Sports, let's go!
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Kevin and Catherine and Kereke Law got your back. All you gotta do is tell them the heavyweight sent you and they'll pay your first time filing fee. 10 plus years of experience and 24/7 availability. Just dial their number 248-971-0476. It's Kevin and Catherine at Kereke Law. They got your back. Way too high.
That was smooth.
What up, welcome back to Heavyweights Live on Sports.com. He's Joe Metzman, more action. Chris, Nicholas Koloff, a.k.a. Microwave Nick. Smash that like button, be a friend, tell a friend, and share the stream. Spinny. Can Monty and Gibbs be the first? Do I have yesterday's?
Nope.
We didn't
No?
do it.
Could be the first duo to rush for 1K each since, was it D'Angelo Williams and Jonathan Stewart?
Yes.
Yeah, it was a graphic right here
This
from Lions
is from
on Tap.
Lions on Tap. And yeah, that's the last duo to do it is D'Angelo Williams, Jonathan Stewart in Carolina. And the
2009.
Lions running backs are on pace to do that. Gibbs is on pace for 1,353. Monty on pace for 1,012 yards. And I think this is very possible. I think it is an extreme possibility, especially when you look at the way this offense is designed and what they want to do. They are going to run the ball. They're going to continue to run the ball. And especially now that they're going to be blowing out teams. Like this is going to be a consistent theme that we've maybe not as bad as Jacksonville, maybe not as bad as Tennessee, but they're going to be up a touchdown, 14 points, 20 points, a lot for the rest of the year. So they're going to be running these guys even more just to do it. So I think this is a very big possibility when you look at what they want to do what they have on their offensive line, they can both get over 1,000 yards. I kind of expect them to at this point.
I'm with you, bro. I think Jahmyr Gibbs is like 5th or 6th in the league right now in terms of total yards. He's like close to 800. He's only got 200 more yards to get it. I know it sounds crazy, and like he could maybe do that in a game. He really could.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen him break these 70-yard runs like multiple times. I'm pretty sure he's leading the league again once more and 50-plus yard runs. I think last year was 20-plus yard runs. But I think he could do that in the game and reach his 1,000, which I'm happy for him to do it because last year he was the one that was just shy. Last year, dude, I think he was like 40 yards away from doing it last year. They're absolutely going to do it this year. Gibbs, I looked at today, he's like 590. He's like 600 something, so he's got 400 more yards to go. But he could do that easily. 7 more games?
Yeah, you could do that in 5 games.
Yeah, he could do it. And I want them to do it. I want them to break every single record. As I asked David Montgomery before, I didn't tag him in the clip or not, but like break Barry Sanders' record. Because I'm not calling it Jamal Williams' record anymore.
No,
it's gross. That's a thing. I don't want that on our franchise. No disrespect to Jamal Williams, although you hold us on an interview. You can't have that. You just not Barry's record.
No,
bro.
Jamal Williams cannot be the guy that breaks Barry's record. Jamal Williams cannot be the guy that sits there when you look at this franchise of the running backs we've had and just be like, oh yeah, Jamal Williams had the best season. No, that doesn't sit right. And like,
we didn't even make the playoffs that year either.
No.
So there's like a story behind it.
It was a dumpster record. Like it was how many? It was like 5 of his touchdowns were over 1 yard, and only like 2 of them were over 5 yards.
Yeah,
like that's not your record. That's the offensive line's record, and we're gonna get into that next because that is another thing I want to talk about is the offensive line and how impressive they've been this year. Because I feel like they don't get talked about as much as they should, but these guys are, outside of Barry Sanders and Billy Sims, the most talented running backs the Lions have ever had. You had Reggie Bush, but that was towards the tail end of his career. You had Adrian Peterson, but obviously that was
very end of his career.
Very end of his career. Love my guy Joik Bell, but these Monty and Gibbs are just studs, man.
Mm-hmm.
You've never had 2 top 10 running backs on the same team in this franchise's history. So like you said, I want these guys to break all the records. I want these guys to score all the touchdowns and do all that stuff because it makes me feel better that it's 2 guys that, one, believe in this team and believe in this city based on their actions and how they talk, but that the city and the franchise are behind 100%. You saw the extension of Montgomery when you didn't need to do it. You saw them use a first-round pick on Jahmyr Gibbs, and they were called madmen.
Yeah.
And then it's gratifying that those 2 guys, that this team kind of, some thought they overpaid for Montgomery. Everybody thought they reached for Jahmyr Gibbs.
Wow. I mean,
and they're proving everybody wrong, and they're proving the franchise and Brad Holmes right. So they deserve all these records, man.
Yeah, I mean, to play on the field alone, and just for the offensive line, you said we're talking about it later too, but like for them, I want them to get that record as too. Like, damn, 2 separate guys back to back broke this record. How good was this offensive line? And that's the thing too. Is I was listening to Amon-Ra on the way here. And he's just kind of talking about like just the difference between like last year and this year. Because sometimes when teams make it to the NFC Conference Championship game, they don't quite make it there to the Super Bowl and get over that hump, you never see them again.
Yeah.
It could be it doesn't have to be NFC. It could be AFC. We saw the Titans, right? They made it there, lost, never saw them again. This Detroit Lions team, there's 2 ways to go. It's either that or you come back angrier with something to prove. It just feels like that's what the Detroit Lions team's projection is on right now. And if, God forbid, they don't win that Super Bowl, at least put something in the history books to remember us by, because I think Brad Holmes and Sheila, in charge moving forward, this franchise will continue to see some version or somewhat of success. The only thing is the history books, I need to reflect there as well, because the kids generations from now aren't going to talk about the drought that we went through.
Yeah.
You know
No,
what I'm saying?
they're not. Your son is not going to know Lions football other than its greatness. My nephew is not going to know Lions football other than its greatness. They're not going to know about the 0-6. Well, I mean, they'll know about them, but they're not going to feel it.
Yeah.
They're not going to have to experience the 0-16 team. They're not going to have to experience Fat Patricia. Like they're just going to know Brad Holmes, Dan Campbell, and the greatness that they're projecting forward, and it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's a slam dunk. They're going to hit 1K.
They're both going to hit 1K for sure.
That's
and
it.
they're going to make a point to it.
Yeah.
Because Monty's going to be the one that's questionable. Gibbs is going to get it easy.
Yeah.
Monty's going to be the one that's
Which
going
is
to be a
crazy because
little.
Monty's the one that starts the game.
Yeah.
Gibbs is that explosive,
It's just
man.
explode. Yeah.
He's just that damn explosive.
And with Monty, we've seen this team, this organization, and this regime do it before where they want guys to hit stuff like this. They want guys to get their incentives. They go out there and they throw 7 straight passes to Josh Reynolds because they want him to get his incentive at the end of the year. If David Montgomery is 120 yards away from getting to 1,000, you better believe they're giving him the ball 25 times in the last 2 games of the year. Like they're gonna feed that man and try to get him over 1,000. And that's why these players, that's why everybody wants to play for the Lions, because they do shit like that. Because that means something to these guys. That means a lot to David Montgomery and to Jahmyr Gibbs. So yeah, they're gonna make sure it happens.
You don't think Monty has freaking incentives in this extension he just
Exactly.
got? Like, the real ones. The coaching staff's made of half players.
And he
Nick,
just had his first year over 1,000 rushing yards in his career. He wants to be respected as an elite level running back in this league, and having 2 years of over 1,000 rushing yards in a row is a very good way, a good step towards that.
I think if you had one in Chicago, but
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. Have them consecutively.
Yeah.
And that's like a nice little stripe on your badge. I don't know what the fuck that means.
stripe on your chest, badge on
There
your
you
chest,
go. Well, don't they put stripes on your...
stripe on your shoulder.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fellas, I was leaning under on this, to be quite honest, because of Monty. I knew it was going to be close, but the more I dove into it, we have some tough games coming up on this schedule, and we have a lot of division games coming up on this schedule, and those defenses know how to handle, or at least try to handle, a guy like Jared Goff. So what does this team have to do successfully for this team to continue to win games?
Run the ball.
Run the rock, and you do it with your rock in David Montgomery. Jahmyr Gibbs is always going to be able to put up the explosive and massive numbers when it comes to yards per carry. D-Mont gets those tough yards that you're going to need in Chicago, that you're going to need when you play at San Francisco. So that's why I believe David Montgomery does hit this number along with Jahmyr Gibbs, and they both get over 1,000 yards, because when it comes to the thick of it, we're going to rely
KSI.
back on
thick of
our
it.
run game. So, yeah, I believe we get this 1,000 yard for both of these guys.
Yeah, it's tough because Monty's brand is like a lot more physical, but you want him healthy for your playoff run too.
He
So it's
is your playoff.
Do you want to force that 1,000-yard season, or do you want
Yeah.
him healthy for the playoff run?
You don't gotta. You don't
gotta
even gotta
choose.
force it. You just gotta
Man.
do the offense. But
Just
where
do
was-
it.
Yeah.
Just do the offense.
Just do that offense.
Do that thing again.
Do that offense. Arf said stripe on your sleeve. Yeah, Benjamin Foe said it's stripes on your sleeve.
Shout out.
Speaking of which, have you seen Band of Brothers?
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just making sure.
Yeah,
Because
great.
I'm rewatching it right now. It's,
You're rewatching it right now?
yeah.
Yeah.
Just fucking.
I still gotta finish Vikings.
Vikings is great. I'm watching Vikings Valhalla right now, which is like a spinoff. It's dude.
That's what your brain just did.
Well, yeah, because when me and my boys were watching we were hate watching the last season of Game of Thrones, where we'd all go to my boy's garage, just get fucking hammered and yell at the TV because how shitty it was. And when the last episode, when they were talking about all the things, like it was like Arya, she was like, "I want to see what's west of Westeros." Josh was like, "Spin off." And then he's like, "John, you could be the king beyond the wall. Spin off." The other one was, I forget. There's another one, but they just set up so many that were so fucking obvious. God, that shit makes me sick thinking about it.
And then one they came up with was a prequel.
Yeah, which is
It's
fire.
all right. Yeah.
And they're doing another prequel too, which is going to be about Aegon's conquering, which is
I
going to be.
feel like this last
fucking
season, though,
sick.
was a lot of like extension of the same shit, though.
It was yeah, but they're setting up, the God's Eye battle, which is going to be insane, and that next season's going to be fucking. It's going to pop off. But then they got Aegon's conquering, and then they're talking about doing Robert's Rebellion as fucking
That'd be
spin-offs
sick,
as
too.
well, which would be sweet.
I do want to see what's west of Westeros as well, though. Well, what was before?
You know what's west of Westeros? Essos. It's
That's what I
the
mean,
world
yeah.
is a sphere. It's not a fucking
No,
map.
I know. That's what I mean by that, though. That's
Yeah.
what I want to see. That's where all the magic and dragons.
Yeah,
that's where all that
Marine
shit
and
comes
shit
from.
like
Yeah.
that, and Valeria. That would be cool. You know, you're supposed to get an entire war of Danny raiding Marine, but they just didn't put that in the show.
That's in the book?
Yeah, that's literally Danny Barristan Selmy is leading the vanguard into the war at Marine right now. Which
Where's
is
Marine?
Marine is a city in Essos. Is one
Oh.
of the, yeah.
Oh, yeah, because she went there to get the... Yeah,
That's where she gets her army.
that's right.
Yeah, she's leading her fucking Dothraki horde into Marine right now.
That's accurate. Some dogs.
Yeah. Ho, ho. But let's go to break. We'll come back. I could bitch about Game of Thrones forever, but we're going to talk about Lions coming up. I'm going to talk about why that run game is so good and why those guys are both going to get 1,000 yards coming up next. But first, tell us about Feldman, Nick.
Since 1996, Feldman Automotive has been driven to provide a fast, convenient, and first-class car buying experience called the Feldman Advantage. With 18 locations, there's a Feldman dealership in your backyard. Visit feldmanauto.com to find the location nearest you. Catch Woodward Sports Network live from Feldman Chevrolet of Novi every other Monday. Feldman Chevrolet, Detroit's #1 Chevy dealer.
Congratulations to the real coach of the year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer, is kicking off the game with the best prices on all cars, trucks, and SUVs, like this 2024 Silverado for just $296 a month, or this 2025 Equinox for as low as $371 a month. Our locations in Novi, Highland, New Hudson, Livonia, and Lansing means we have the perfect Chevy right in your backyard. Get the home team advantage every day at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
The countdown to kickoff is here. Your Detroit Lions are ready for another season of grit. Woodward Sports is your #1 destination for all breaking news and Lions coverage. We are Detroit's #1 sports network. We are Woodward Sports.
On game days, wake up with Woodward and Maine with insights from Detroit sports media legend Terry Foster and rising star Matt Broder. And after that, make sure you check out the New Holland Brewing Company Lions pregame show with Neil Rule and Sean Belegian as they bring you the best Lions pregame show in the city. Sunday, 10 a.m. to noon on Woodward Sports. And for home games, it's live at Second Best Bar in Detroit. Make sure you check it out.
you tell the people it's funny.
All right, so my son stayed home from school today, and so we messed around with balloons. You ever play like, the game, you know, don't let the balloon touch the ground or whatever?
Yeah.
And it popped on something, and like it's behind me, so he couldn't see. So I was like, ah! Without my hand, he was just fucking like frozen, like. he was
Fucking
shook.
traumatized again.
I know. I felt bad because he was like.
My ball used when I would go over to my nana and ball's house, and like they'd babysit me or whatever. He would always like pop his teeth out because he had dentures. He had dentures,
Yeah.
so he'd be like looking at me, he'd pop his teeth out, and be like, ah!
Oh, I'm sorry, Bryson.
Yeah, it's fond memories he'll remember. Right now, he's probably traumatized
For sure.
and he might hate balloons and clowns for now on. But
Whatever.
show him it, and then just go full hate balloons forever.
All right, you gonna talk about the offensive line, or you want to do the huddle?
Yeah, we'll do the huddle next. We were talking about earlier. Lions on Tap put out there. Can Gibbs and Montgomery both go over 1,000 yards? Be the first running back duo to do that since Jonathan Taylor and D'Angelo Williams of the Carolina Panthers. And this is the reason they will. Is because this offensive line. I know we talk about it a lot, but I feel like it's not being talked about enough this year. And put this graphic up there, Chris.
Put it up.
This offensive line. Look at the grades there. They are number one at center, number one at guard. This is the ranks among position. The Lions' offensive trio. And there you got all three of them. Penei Sewell, Kevin Zeitler, and Frank Ragnow. I believe Frank Ragnow is only behind Creed Humphrey. And it's just so awesome. We talk about it. We joke about it. When I say, if everything goes bad, if the play breaks down, just run to the right side of the Lions' offensive line.
Johnson literally said that the other day.
But it is 100% true.
Yeah, they asked him. They said, you know, when you're in a situation like the Texas or Houston, like you can't get stuff going. Like, do you ever just think to use Penei? He's like, Yeah, that's what we did. He's like, that's we ran at his side of the ball. And you can think back to that play. It's my favorite play of the night where Kamari Lassiter is head up with a steaming Penei Sewell chugging downhill. And
spun around.
Literally turns around and says, fuck that shit. And ends up getting whacked by his own teammate. But, yeah, the right side of that offensive line is so dominant. And I'm surprised. I knew Kevin Zeitler was a damn good pass blocker.
He's better in run blocking.
He is elite. He's been fantastic.
He's going to be a Pro Bowl. He's going to be an All-Pro this year. Is Kevin Zeitler? You're going to have at least three, probably only three All-Pros on that offensive line, and it's going to be those three guys. It's going to be Frank, it's going to be Penei, and it's going to be Kevin Zeitler. And he has been so good because you're right. That was the one thing about him that we heard from. We heard from a coach on All 22. We heard from a couple other people that Kevin Zeitler, he's fantastic in pass blocking, but he might be a little step back from Jonah in the run blocking aspect. Not true at all. They've just been using Penei Sewell to pull instead of Jonah Jackson did last year.
Which I like better.
I like better too. And Kevin Zeitler has been amazing. Him and Penei Sewell, they had a little problems first couple weeks because they didn't have their chemistry down because he was out during training camp. But since they've gotten that, they've been the best offensive line pairing in the NFL.
Jared Goff was talking about it today that he's so used to like the clean pockets these days that like when it's not, the reason why you see them run more is that he notices, this is not like normal, I should get going. Yeah. And he tucks the thing and goes. And like that's how good the offensive line has been. Like when it's not, he knows I'm just going to get the fuck out of here. And that's why you've been seeing him be more mobile this season, at least per his words. But it's a beautiful thing to see, beautiful thing to have. And that's not a knock on Graham Glasgow, not a knock on Taylor Decker. These are just the elite of the league.
They're elite of the league.
These are the cream of the crop.
Yeah, those three guys are arguably the best player at their respective positions. So it's
they talking about Frank today too. They jokingly said it, but like also meant it. He's at a doctorate level of breaking down the defenses and making sure that everybody on that offensive line understands their assignment, their blocking assignment moving forward. And they laughed, but he got serious. Like, no, I'm serious. But like we're not.
Frank
not joking about that,
Frank
though.
Ragnow is the most underrated player in the NFL.
Yes.
He is the most underrated player in the NFL. He's the best player at his position, and he doesn't get talked about. And that's, that comes with the territory of being a big ugly, but it's just awesome. Shout out to Vincent E. for gifting a sub in the Woodward Sports chat.
Shout out to Arf. 4 Toes of Fury Frank.
4 Toes of Fury Frank, dude. He's Cyborg Frank. Like, he's out there making plays still. Remember when he tore his pec and everybody's like, oh no. Did he even miss a game?
He missed one game.
And
they made him.
Yeah, he
didn't
even
Dan
want
Campbell
to.
had to make him. And then to prove that he was worthy of coming back, Dan Campbell's walking down the hallway at the facility, and Frank attacked him. Just to prove to him that his arm was still working.
Yeah, that's literally like the most dudes being bros thing I've ever heard. Like your head coach is walking down the hallway, and to prove you can play with a torn pectoral, you fucking pass block his ass down the hallway. Like that's just dudes being bros, dude. I fucking love it, man.
I love this team so much, man.
It is truly. I've never loved a sports team more in my entire life than I do this Detroit Lions team.
I tweeted it 2 days ago. I was like, at what point is it gay to love Dan Campbell this much?
Yeah, for real. Like when I wake up in a cold sweat thinking about it at night, I'm like, oh, what's going on? I have dreams of him rocking the Super Bowl trophy. Like,
oh, it's interesting.
I mean, am I gay for Dan Campbell? Maybe. I don't know. These are new
I don't
feelings
know.
for me. All right, I've never had a football coach that I've loved as much since Mark D'Antonio. But
I mean, Halloween, I'm going out trick or treating with my kid, and like Dan Campbell costume after Dan Campbell costume after Dan Campbell costume just speaks like his impact, or just like how, I don't know, it's just the fucking man he is.
I love these guys, man.
He's a rock star.
All I think about is you guys, man. I watched that, and then I saw. Did you see
Kids
the video?
want to be the coach for Halloween.
Yeah.
The coach supposed to be the boring one.
The boring one.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But the good ones, people dress up as them as Halloween.
Yeah.
You know who's probably the next most dressed up as coach for Halloween?
He Glenn. There's a few of them last week.
I was gonna say Bill Belichick. I meant like football coach ever.
Who?
Probably Bill Belichick, because you just
cut
off hoodie.
Yeah.
Fucking.
I think Andy Reid's up there too.
Andy Reid, yeah. Andy
It's
Reid.
just fun to wear a sash. You steal a menu from a restaurant.
Yeah. A Denny's menu.
Yeah. With Shaw Applebee's, Dan Campbell.
Yeah. Shout out.
We got to get a graphic going. I meant to text Ryan about. This is me thinking out loud. But no, I love this fucking team. I love this offensive line. the thing too is I'm around the way in. They talk about how much they all like fuck with each other. Like they're all like just
they're all boys. They all
boys.
It's awesome, dude.
All boys. Genuinely too. Like he's like the difference in the defense. I asked him about too. He's like, well, the DBs like they're boys now.
Yeah,
like, they're all. And that wasn't a thing like the years prior. You know,
no, they're all tight. They're all chill.
from Alabama. That's probably.
Yeah, honestly, that probably helps. The fact that they're
the
all
whole
from,
team's Alabama and Iowa.
Yeah. So, you guys remember that bar we used to go to?
Yeah.
Oh,
exactly.
dude, the cheesesteak there was so good. Like, this is
Benjamin Foe. If Dan put on the Buffs, Detroit might erupt. That would be
would be insane.
I'm with you on that one.
They got
the Super Bowl parade. They got
to buff them up for the Super Bowl parade for sure.
Yeah,
buff it. I want to see Dan. Okay.
Well, yeah, I know where you're going to go.
So now you're getting gay.
I thought he was okay. I didn't pause myself. I want to see Dan Campbell shirtless, chugging beers with the Buffs.
You know what? Let me hit that.
Like imagine Dan Campbell just yoked up, slamming beers like Steve Austin.
Let me talk to you.
No, I'm just saying. I want to see Dan Campbell without a shirt on.
I like a straight
During
way.
the Super
Do
Bowl
we though?
parade.
Like what if it's not as like?
It's impossible that it would not be a good sight.
When it's covered in beer.
Oh, Jesus.
What'd you say, Nick?
When it's covered in beer.
Covered in beer.
Oh,
man.
Yeah.
Spencer, would you shit your pants if you saw Dan Campbell? Yeah, like Dan Campbell would be one of the guys that I would get nervous around.
I was as far away from him as I was.
Like it's kind of like when I fucking talk to Steve Eiserman. It's that same kind of thing. Like I would get nervous if I met Dan Campbell. I was really nervous when I met Steve Eiserman. I was nervous when I met Calvin for the first time, but now Calvin's the homie. I went from calling him Mr. Johnson to being like, "What's up, CJ?"
Hey, Mr. Johnson.
Dan Campbell would make me nervous if I saw him in real life. Is that gay? I don't know, but
butterflies in your
something
stomach.
moved. I think it moved.
Now he's a fucking man.
He is. He really is.
Nick?
This guy gets all the credit during the draft, but I want to shout him out for his free agency class. When you think about bringing in DJ Reader on the defensive side to shore up that run game and help out these pass rushers, and then just bringing in Kevin Zeitler late into the process on the 1-year, $6 million deal for the Pro Bowl guard that now has transformed a top 3 offensive line into the best offensive line. Kevin Zeitler definitely going to make his first All-Pro, and I'm just so proud of what this guy's done, and I seriously would re-sign him already for next year. I know we've drafted the Mahoganies. I know we traded up for Manu. I don't want to see regression on this offensive line, and I believe the way he's playing right now, I don't see him, regret or any regression. Yeah.
To be honest,
to be quite honest, I would do it.
I'd resign him too, and I'm sure he wants to stay as well. If he wants to win a Super Bowl, he likes winning football. Penei Sewell says he's a football guy. It took a minute for them to even get the relationship going. He thought he was a fucking cyborg.
He's
just all football all the time until somebody made a fart joke and he laughed or something like that. But this is offensive line, and I don't want to sound, I don't know, overconfident, but like it feels like it's so good because there's multiple pieces about.
Yeah.
Like when we do miss a guy, we don't really miss a beat.
You don't,
because everyone's still fucking good around them.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I
for
mean,
the most part.
when Taylor Decker went out for that Houston game, it didn't look great for the first half.
Yes.
But then they took care of business in the second half.
But they were also good at Penei. They're just good. They're a good defensive line.
That's true.
Although for some reason, when I'm gambling on them, they don't want to show up. Whatever, I'll leave them alone for that one. But yeah, Detroit Lions got the best offensive line, and it's crazy how good this team is, how good Penei is. Like that's the type like jerseys. You see Penei. We both got Penei jerseys.
I'm buying
ourselves.
another one pretty soon.
What other offensive lineman has jerseys?
Nobody.
Jersey sales.
I did see though, like if I know he's way older, but it could be a similar situation if you don't re-sign Kevin Zeitler. What's his name from the Cowboys? The guard from the Cowboys. Yeah, Zach Martin's unrestricted free agent after this year.
Bro.
So another 1 year, come win a Super Bowl kind of signing like Zeitler, that could be in the works. Texas guy, Dan Campbell, Texas guy. Mm-hmm. So we'll see. Obviously, I'd love to keep Zeitler, but I don't know if he'd have to take less than what he's getting paid now, honestly. Which
under 6.
He'd have to take under 6. Yeah.
Zeitler.
Because I think re-signing Carlton Davis is more important than re-signing Kevin Zeitler. I want them both to stay. Don't get me wrong, but if I had to only choose one, I would choose Carlton Davis.
It might have to. I mean, 6 ain't that much. Though,
6 not that much. You got to think.
We got it.
Levi, probably not going to get re-signed. Yeah. Derek Barnes, probably not going to get re-signed.
Fontu
Melifonwu, probably not going to get re-signed. You got to re-sign Kirby. You're probably going to get a Hutch deal done in the offseason.
Yeah.
So you got Zeitler and you got Carlton Davis are the two guys that you're really thinking about.
Imagine being a Bears fan. Like, even their good guys, you're not even sure they're good anymore.
Yeah.
Rough work.
Get to that next.
Rough. Let's go to break, though. We'll come back, and we're going to do our NFC North heavyweight huddle. But first, let me tell you about the doctor. Dr. Pierce. The doctor is in attention. Sports fans, don't miss out on expert sports injury insights with Dr. Jeff Pierce of Michigan Sports and Spine. Join Dr. Pierce every Tuesday during Big D Energy and Thursdays during Ermanni and Edwards. We offer top-notch injury advice. Trust the guy that DMAC trusts, Dr. Jeff Pierce, here to keep you in the game and performing at your best. For more information, visit MichiganSportsandSpine.com or call 248-426-9944. It's the New Holland Brewing Company Lions pregame party. Every Lions home game live from Second Best Bar, Detroit. Enjoy the pregame hype with a live broadcast every week with Woodward sports personalities like Neil Rule, Sean Belizean, and the Heavyweights. Great drinks like Tangerine Space Machine and Taller Long Drink, a great environment, and even better food. It's the New Holland Brewing Company Lions pregame party, live from Second Best Bar, Detroit. Come get some.
Into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi experts, Woodward Sports.
Want to know where the best pregame Lions party is December 5th? Hey, join us at Detroit's very own Second Best Bar, located at 42 Watson Street, for the ultimate fan experience. Enjoy some smooth Tullamore Dew Irish whiskey while catching the Woodward Sports pregame show, only at Second Best Bar in Detroit. Come get some.
What up, everybody? Subscribe, like, Heavyweights, Spencer, Easy, Nick, Chris. Appreciate you joining us. Before we get into the Heavyweight Huddle, Super Saiyan Lions in the Woodward Sports chat says everyone who got paid this year should reconstruct their contracts so they can re-sign players that they want to keep the team elite, like what Pat did for the Glory Days. They might not have to, but that is always
another year.
That is always an option. You know, Penny, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jared Goff even could restructure an extra year and free up some cap space. We know Brad Holmes likes to do that with his players. So, yeah, that's definitely an option. But, yeah, they honestly don't have to because they still got a lot of cap space.
Yeah, a lot of the heavy lifting on those contracts don't come into play for like another 2 years.
To the back end, really.
So, but that is like Spinny said, that's definitely always on the table.
And the cap's going to go up. We know cap goes up every year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably not going to go up as much as it went up last year. But we'll see. Maybe if Amazon buys another fucking game or something, it'll go up another $10 million.
I'm here for it. But without further ado, you know what else I'm here for?
Just staring at me, dude. He's wearing a trench coat, walking pretty creepy like.
Really?
Yeah.
He heard you might have been gay. You got excited.
heard it moved when I thought about Dan Campbell shirtless.
You posted that picture on Twitter, boy.
Dude,
you got the boys sweating.
I was just working out, man.
Oh no, you one of them gym thoughts now.
Men find me desirable. Shout out to White Shroot.
Your own white girls that fucking posted so squatting on their ass.
Yeah.
Short shorts.
No.
Stop looking at me. All right, heavyweight huddle. Let's go.
Stop staring. Yeah, those things are worse. All right. Jesus. All right, here we go. We're going to start with the NFC North leading Detroit Lions. Jack Campbell getting the green dot, fellas. Alex Anzalone's injured for a while. He currently sits at 78 tackles, 1.5 sacks, and 5 TFLs. What does he end the season with after taking over and being the leader of this defense?
How many games do we got left? 7 games left?
7 games left.
He said he's at 75?
78 tackles, 1.5 sacks, 5 TFLs. How does he end the season?
He's going to end the season with 137 tackles. He is going to have how many TFLs?
1.5.
He'll have 4 tackles for loss. He'll have 2.5 sacks and an interception. 137 tackles, 4 tackles for loss.
He's at 5 TFLs, my bad.
Oh, he's at 5 TFLs.
Yeah,
okay.
1.5 sacks.
137 tackles for loss. 137 tackles. 8 tackles for loss. 2.5 sacks and an interception.
That's the season-ending numbers?
Yes.
He is going to have 140 tackles.
Yeah, meat missile.
3.5 sacks. TFLs. How many is he at?
5.
Give me 8. 8 TFLs. He's going to be moving to the will.
Do those numbers make the Pro Bowl, fellas?
Yes.
It's a great question. No. You want to know why? He'll be in the Super Bowl.
Oh!
Well, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, he's not going to be in the Pro Bowl, but he'll be nominated.
He is
Does that count?
No, I don't
If
think
you get
so.
nominated but you can't go for the Super Bowl?
No, that's why you end up with fucking
Huntley.
Snoop Huntley.
Yeah, but are you still considered
Mac
a Pro
Jones.
Bowler?
No, I don't think so.
All right, fellas.
So Tom Brady's only got like 5 Pro Bowls?
That's a good question. I don't know. I'm just.
I think
assuming
it does count. All
I
right.
think it does too.
Pro Bowl. I mean, all pros would matter.
All Pro is what matters.
Fuck a Pro Bowl.
All 4 of these NFC North teams are in the top 10 of the toughest remaining schedules.
Yeah,
but
'cause
the
they
team
play
that
each other.
sits at number 1
Yeah.
is the Bears. They sit in 4-6 right now, but let's not forget they lost to the Commanders on a Hail Mary and a
Bears.
blocked field goal, but to the Packers. Is this team better than we give them credit for?
No. Noted Bears fan Nick. No, they are not. They're not better than no. The Bears suck. They are. Their offensive line is bad. Their defense has kind of been getting gouged. That was supposed to be the good part. They've got guys walking off the field. Caleb Williams. They're calling for Beignet to start, or however you say his name. Badgett, whatever you say, however you say his name, Badgett.
Fat ass.
Fat ass Badgett, boy. They're calling for him to start.
Pottery donut.
So no, they're not better than we expected, or better than we think.
I don't know.
Is this team better than we give them credit for?
I think they might be better than we give them credit for. I mean, those are you made a great point. I would have, before you brought up the Commanders game, before you brought up the Packers game, yeah, I probably would have been on the board with Spinney. Like, fuck them, fuck the Bears. But maybe I do respect their defense. It's the offense that, for whatever reason, they just can't seem to get going. I know last week they did it with a bunch of screens to DJ Moore, but like that can't last the entirety of the season. It's not like a threat at all, but probably a little bit better than we give them credit for. I think the defense could be a threat at any given moment. Yeah.
So I thought somebody was gonna say that they are not better. So Spenny, what went wrong with this Chicago team?
Caleb Williams is not performing. That's what went wrong. I mean, I think he's going to be good eventually. Like I said, he's a rookie and his offensive line sucks, so I think his play will get better. But he'll never be in control and command of an NFL locker room. That'll never be something that he has. With the way he acts, with how he is, with the zestiness and with the crying to his mom, like this league, this position, he's never going to have that control over a locker room. But if he plays well, you can see past that. If he's out there throwing for 400 yards and 4 touchdowns, that doesn't matter as much. But when he sucks and he's not throwing a touchdown pass in a month and a half, then that gets amplified. And then the guys start turning on you, and that's what's happening.
Last one with the Bears. Head coach next year, Cliff Kingsbury. You guys in or out? If you're a Bears fan.
I'd be in if I'm a Bears fan. I mean, they want Ben
see
Johnson, and Ben Johnson is the Bella de Ball. So we'll see. But I would be happy if I was a Bears fan and they got Cliff Kingsbury as their head coach.
Yeah, that's probably what they should be aiming for. But I want to see how the Commanders finish off the rest of the season to end the season. Just because Cliff Kingsbury, that was always the knock on him. They'd start out hot, and then it was all kind of elementary from there. Once there was tape on that team's offense or scheme, shit would slow down. To the point where even like when we had 2 wins in the season or 1 win, whatever it was at that point in time, and the Cardinals came here all cocky, we destroyed them. So let me see the rest of the back half of this Commanders team. I don't know if he's a coaching prospect once more until then.
All right, the Vikings sit at 8-2 with Sam Darnold leading them at quarterback. Their next 2 games are at Chicago, and then they host the Arizona Cardinals. In those 2 games, what is the Vikings' record?
They're at Chicago, and then they host the Cardinals. They'll be 1-1. They'll beat the Bears, and they'll lose to the Cardinals.
Yep.
Yeah, 1-1, and same thing.
Yeah, I don't see a world in which they drop or they win the Cardinals game. So I think they get the Bears one.
All right, Brian Flores has this defense as a top 4 scoring defense. Where does he land as a head coach next cycle?
Ooh,
that's a good question.
That is a good question. I feel like
it's not going to be next year.
I feel like it's about time
he might be on the ban list.
He might be blackballed, dude.
He might be on that cap list.
He very well could be.
Like,
he snitched.
Like the guy.
He snitched. You don't badmouth NFL owners and like get away with it.
It's a very exclusive club. There's literally only 32 of those guys.
I forgot about that.
And they definitely make their play by their own rules.
He should be a head coach for
the
sure.
The Vikings are lucky then.
Yeah.
Yeah. But in fairness, though, as a head coach, I mean, as soon as McDaniels got there, I guess you could say they had Tyreek Hill, which would change things a lot. But it was night and day difference. The Dolphins were a lot better, so maybe he's not. He's one of those guys that are, a really, really good coordinator, not a great head coach. Cliff Kingsbury, really, really good coordinator, not a great head coach.
Yeah.
And
what do you think the record is? 2-0.
Probably 1-1 to be honest.
I almost said
say
2-0.
I thought about it. I was kind of thinking
which
about
one
it.
Noted
which one they
Vikings
losing?
fan.
I think they
noted
might.
Bears
I think they
fan.
might lose at Bears. I actually think they beat the Cardinals at home. To be honest,
I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. The Bears' defense is good. Sam Darnold has no left tackle. Has he like a couple interceptions in the past couple games?
Yeah, he's turning back into a cousin.
In the frozen tundra, the Packers sit at 7-3. But wait, Jordan Love just threw another interception.
But
11 picks on the year.
There's more.
11 picks on the year already to match his total from 2023. 4 years, $220 million. He got paid $55 million annually. Will the Packers end up regretting that decision?
No, I don't think so. I think Jordan Love is a talented quarterback, and they're not going to regret that decision. That's what you got. It's the cost of doing business. If you want a quarterback in this league, that's what you're going to have to pay him. He might never be a superstar in this league, but he's not going to be like Daniel Jones. So I don't think they'll regret paying him.
Yeah, I mean, had the injury. Last week, I believe he threw like 76%. He was like 13 or 14 to 17, and one of them was an interception. So I think it's getting like misled there a little bit too. Plus the injury, I don't think they'll regret it. At least it's too soon to say it in my eyes. Have that go through like another year, I'll be on board. Them regretting it. I don't like paying quarterbacks that much money anyway. I don't like paying anybody that much money. That's my big knock on JG before the restructure. Now we got him underneath 12%. We win the Super Bowl, by the way, but not too soon for that.
To be honest, I could see him having a Matthew Stafford type career where you get to the playoffs, but you don't win too much and you never win the North. But with that being said,
I would agree with that.
Will they win a game in the playoffs this season? The Green Bay Packers, led by Jordan Love.
Man,
will they win a game in the playoffs this season? They're probably going to be seeing. So what seed would they be right now?
We actually
the last.
So they'd probably see the 2 seed, whoever that is. Probably not. If they see the Eagles.
So they're currently the 6th seed. So then they would see the Cards.
That's a winnable game.
And they already beat the Cards actually this year.
Hard to beat a team twice.
It is hard to beat a team twice, and I think they beat them at their place as well. They can win a playoff game. I mean, they did it last year.
Will they win a playoff game? Easy.
No.
I think they will. Well,
surprise! Noted Packers fan.
I want to see what they are the rest of the season because it's been weird with him hurt to get a good gauge on like what they are.
Josh Jacobs.
I guess too soon to say anything for certain, but they're definitely capable of beating. What'd you say?
Josh Jacobs has been really good.
He has been. They're certainly capable of being the Cardinals, Falcons, Vikings, and even the Commanders, to be honest with you. So I can't say no. It's a rookie quarterback, dude. They're going to get – that's what happened in Philly.
Chris, will they win a playoff game?
They will. I think they will too. I think this is a team that can still peak at the right time and get a win, but I don't think it depends on who they're matched up against. I could see them beating the Eagles. I wouldn't pick them with the Eagles just because the Eagles also have shown the ability to completely implode at any moment. But as long as they're playing any team that's not the Lions, I think they can, and I think they will beat the Cardinals. I think they will beat the Commanders. I think they win those matchups, but other than that, I don't see a path to them winning.
I do not believe they will win a playoff game this season, and
surprise,
that was
surprise.
the NFC North heavyweight huddle.
Well done, Nick. Well done. Let's go to break, and I'll tell you about Lady Jane's. We'll come back. We'll keep
Talk about
talking.
the playoffs when we get back.
The playoffs is what we're going to talk about. But first, let me tell you about Lady Jane's. Walk into any Lady Jane's haircuts for men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy a $20 haircut special. Scan that QR code right there, and you can get a haircut for $20. It's not just a haircut. It comes with a hot lather neck shave, hot lather neck massage, a towel treatment, and a scalp massage. Walk into any Lady Jane's today. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's haircuts for men. It's wicked awesome.
It's bear hunting season, and Dan Campbell is hungry for some kneecaps.
If you can just get a hold of them and you start dragging their ass out to the deep, dark abyss, you can drown them.
The Kings of the North are back for another year of the brand new Lions. Make sure you're locked in to Detroit's #1 sports network for all the news and info on your Detroit Lions.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles, and with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
Congratulations to the real coach of the year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
Live watch party and post-game show only at Hayes Social. Come out and hang out with the boys. It's going to be a lot of fun. Presented by New Holland Brewing Company, Sabbath Coffee Roasters, Soroki's Crispy Chicken and Pizza, and 1800 Tequila. Come out to Hayes Social. I'll buy your first drink this weekend as the Lions take on. I was joking for a second, but then I actually forgot. Come join us for the Lions game.
We'll be playing somebody.
Colts. We're playing the Colts. There it is. I did a dramatic pause, but it actually worked on me.
All right. Welcome back to World Heavyweights Live on WorldSports.com. I'm easy joined by Small Reaction. Chris, Nicholas Koloff, a.k.a. Microwave Nick.
Let's go.
We were talking about the Green Bay Packers and their playoff pursuits before we went to break. How about the rest of this playoff schedule, man? Detroit Lions, as everyone should know, seed #1, no big deal.
Road to Detroit.
You know what I'm saying?
All roads to Detroit.
The week off. Yeah. However, as it currently stands, the Eagles will be matched up against the Commanders.
That'd be a good matchup. Interdivision matchup.
A third time, too. Cardinals will be matched up against the Packers.
Good matchup.
Falcons matched up against the Vikings.
Boo-boo.
Kirk Cousins trying to send his old team home.
Yo,
revenge game.
Crazy.
Playoff Kirk revenge game.
He's actually balling out of his fucking mind right now.
Yeah, he is.
You and I looked at it yesterday. 2 of his receivers in the top 10.
Kirk Cousins is the man, dude. Spartan dog.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I've always been dismissive.
I would love to see Kirk Cousins send the Vikings home in the playoffs. That would be fucking awesome.
I'd love it too.
But I think it's going to be... I don't know if it's going to be the Cardinals in that spot. I think it's going to be the Niners.
Okay. Kind of crazy, too, as good as that division set out to be. Maybe they're cannibalizing each other a little bit there, too. Only one NFC East team in the playoffs right now.
Yeah, well, I mean...
Or NFC West, I apologize.
I don't think anybody saw the Seahawks being this bad.
They're 5-5 with everyone else.
They're all 5-5, yeah.
That's true.
They did go on a
I was
little
gonna say
stretch there, though.
the
I'm with
Rams
you,
got they looked bad for a couple weeks. The Seahawks.
Yeah, they did.
The Rams
They lost
had
the Giants.
The Rams had some injuries, which is why their season stalled.
Yeah.
Same with the 49ers.
Although they got the guys back and got whacked by the Dolphins.
Yeah.
That was weird. It was a weird game
It's a
to
weird
watch.
division, man. It's a weird division. They're all equally mid.
Yeah.
Watch out for the Finns right now.
Are you?
I'm just saying.
Watch out for who?
The Finns in the AFC.
You just fucking let it go.
I'm for real on this one, dude. With Tua back, dude, I'm serious.
Finns and Vikings are Nick's favorite
I think they
teams.
got a shot, but they're like what 4-7 right now.
4-6.
4-6. I ain't watching out for them.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll be deadly and they'll be hard to beat, but I don't think they're gonna make it.
That division is a toss-up.
What's their schedule? Pull up their schedule.
Stick to the NFC for now. I'll pull it up.
All right,
But, yeah.
good. All right. Well, then, all right. NFC now for now though. Who do you have coming out of the West then?
We talked about it a little bit yesterday. I mean, I just think the 49ers are still the team to beat. Like the Cardinals are known for starting off hot and always falling apart late, and I just feel like I cannot get that out of my brain with Kyler Murray. And the fact that he's beating the Call of Duty allegations right now. Like, he's balling out.
He is beating the Call of Duty allegations.
And the Call of Duty game came out. I haven't heard great things, though. And the St. Brown brothers hate it. I don't know if you heard that on the pod.
All my friends said it's fucking awesome.
Oh, really?
Oh, the new Call of Duty.
Yeah, all my friends love it.
Yeah, dude. My roommate was it. Bro was up till 7 in the morning.
I was too poor to play
playing.
online, so I never fell in love. I actually didn't even get one till my 9th grade.
But yeah, I got the
PS3
49ers
online
here.
was free.
I can't trust.
had
Going back to
Xbox,
Cardinals, though,
Xbox.
I can't trust the
That's
guy
where
with the
you fucked
lasers.
up.
I can't trust the guy at the. Wasn't that the coach that did the choom lasers?
Shoom. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Gannon.
fuck that. No, they're out. They're out of the playoffs. Never make it.
I like Gannon as
principle.
coach.
He's a
I know
good
we made
coach.
fun of him, but like again,
He's
they
a good
kind of remind me of a lesser version of the Lions.
Yeah.
Like the path. The
So
trajectory,
he's like
I
the
should
good
say.
cousin.
Not
is what
even
you're
in though,
saying.
because our trajectory, like where we're at right now, is fucking crazy. But
Yeah.
like, no, they're saying they kind of just dug through last year. They got their asses beat, but they didn't do it without getting their punches in. That is crazy today. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
The other part of it though
It's a great
too is
day.
like now this year, turn the page. Now I think they can win they're gonna win the West, man. I really do.
I don't. I'm with Nick. I think it's the 49ers. They're still the team to beat. They're getting healthy. They have the pieces coming back, obviously outside of Ayuk. But McCaffrey is the straw that stirs the drink on that team, and him being back, if
He's
he can stay
averaging like
healthy,
3.6 and hasn't had a touchdown yet. Like he ain't even doing nothing.
yeah, if he can get back to form, stay healthy, they're still gonna be the
They
team.
play
to
the
beat.
Packers this week.
Yeah, they do. That
This
should be a
season
good
kinda-
game.
Yeah, 5-5. I think they're at Green Bay. You see the snow? Can Purdy play in the snow? I've never seen him play in the snow yet.
I don't know. Yeah,
That's
sure
gonna
he has.
They said Goff couldn't play in the rain.
They did.
It's gonna be a
He
banger
still
of a
does.
game. I mean, he had like 145 yards. Still, he looked damn good. Yeah, 49ers. Here's the rest of their schedule. You say they're gonna make the playoffs. Packers this week. Bills the next week.
Win.
Get a week off. At by the way too. At Packers. At Bills.
They're not beating the Bills and the Bills.
They're facing
They'll
Knicks
beat the
Bears.
Packers.
That
They'll lose
one's
to the
at
Bears.
home. They'll catch a W there.
They'll beat the Bears. They'll beat the Packers. They'll beat
Beat the
Knicks
Bears.
Bears. They'll beat the Bears.
I got that.
They'll beat the Packers.
They got a division matchup against the Rams. That's
Shout
a
out to all the
toss-up.
pair.
And then on Thursday night, they got your Finns that you're saying is going to be on a fucking tear. The Finns got to win if they're going to make it in. They're 4-6, bro. They got to win every fucking last game.
At Miami.
At Miami. And you know how that
Don't
stadium
wanna
set up
play
where
in
the
South
Heat
Beach.
is constantly beating the away team.
Yeah.
You ever see that video, Nick?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
just legendary.
It's like
That is kinda
110
legendary. That's
miles
brilliant.
per hour down there.
That is brilliant.
And then guess
I
who
would do the
else
same exact thing.
those 49ers got to see on their way to the playoffs?
The Detroit fucking Lions.
The Detroit fucking Lions.
With
I don't know if
revenge.
they're making it, boys.
But
they
will
might
that
make
game
a wild
matter
card.
to
I
the
don't think they're
Lions?
winning the
Will
division.
that game
Who's
matter
what's the
matter
remaining
to
schedule
Lions?
for the Cardinals?
The Cardinals, and by the way, they end the season against
That is
the
true, 'cause
Cardinals.
That's a tougher schedule because they won the division, so they got to play all the division winners.
We talked about the Cardinals earlier this week, so a lot of their shit's divisional. They got the Seahawks this week, then at the Vikings.
Win-win.
Yeah. Then they play the Seahawks again. I'll just give them a loss because,
They're not going to beat them twice.
yeah, exactly.
Twice in 3 weeks.
Then they see the Patriots, win.
Win.
Then they see the Panthers,
Win.
win. And they see the Rams, that's a division.
Damn.
Oh, yeah, wow.
Pretty easy schedule there.
And then they end the season against the
Runaway.
49ers.
Wow.
What are the odds on them
Those
winning the
pesky
division,
Cards!
boys?
I told you.
Those pesky
I
Cardinals.
think as of this week they're the favorite now. to win the division. I think they overtook the Niners to win the division. Well, no, Nick asked.
Yeah, I know. Well, I was just trying to stare at you like you were staring at Booner that one time, but I was.
Wait, there's no Bosa? Bosa went out last week?
Funny.
I did not know
Andrew
that.
Jones says no Bosa, no Ayuk. They're struggling.
Well, yeah, Ayuk's done. F to pears for sure. I actually like pears. Do you guys like pears?
I love pears.
Pears are good.
Pears are
very underrated fruit.
right.
Yeah. Always remind me
Juicy, crisp. Get.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Little-
Oh yeah.
little
Down the chin a little bit. Oh yeah.
Cardinals currently minus 140 to make the playoffs.
He's a fat guy, hornies. horny fat guy. Sidebar.
San Francisco 49ers to make the playoffs, currently plus 176.
It's not too far off, but
That's
plus
pretty
money.
far.
Yeah,
Wow.
I
Yeah,
give you
that
cards.
schedule. Yeah.
Top 5 fruits. We did a fruit draft on BDE.
We didn't get into these matchups. We just talked about the cards for a long time. I'm cool with that. I love talking ball. We're at 6:10. Let's go to break. Come back. Some predictions, and then Nick wants us to rank J-Mo amongst his draft class, and it's actually a pretty freaking good draft class.
It'll be fun, honestly.
It will be fun.
But first, let me tell you about 1800 Tequila, the smoothest tequila in the game.
Call 1-800-TEQUILA.
Yeah, call 1-800-TEQUILA today to get drunk. But proud partner of the Detroit Lions and Woodward Sports live Lions watch party. Make sure you are tapping in live at Hey Social or on our YouTube channel at Woodward Sports to check out the best Lions pregame, live stream, and postgame shows. Sponsored by 1800 Tequila, the smoothest tequila in the game. And when you are drinking that smooth tequila, make sure you are doing so responsibly.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
You're an ugly guy. That's okay, because you have a hot girl on your arm. Now Woodward Sports and Les Stanford want to reward you for outkicking your coverage.
I am ugly as by traditional standards.
That's right. If your significant other's hotter than you can win tickets to the Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. So find the best pic of her with the average-looking you and post it on X or Instagram. Make sure you tag at Woodward Sports and follow us to enter. We'll announce the winner November 25th. Then you and your much better-looking lady will get tickets to watch Dan Campbell and the Kneecappers.
We're going to buy the kneecap off.
Inside a Ford Field on Thanksgiving. So find the best pic of her and the worst pic of you. And show us all how you outkicked your coverage. From Woodward Sports and Les Stanford.
Sarukis! Crispy chicken and pizza has a limited time offer just in time for football season. If I would have finished that whole reading the accent, could have been super racist. Just Soroki's debuting their fresh signature flavored wings. Grab your friends.
It's not Japanese. It's Greek.
I know, that's why it's even more. No, not really. Order a New York style pizza. Add fresh wings for the games this season. Try one of their 7 different flavors. It's www.sorokis.com. And they're amazing.
Yeah.
It's what we eat every Sunday. Honestly. Great stuff. What's the new one we tried last week?
Huh?
The spicy garlic?
Yeah, that's my favorite.
That's
my favorite.
That's my favorite. All right, chat. Let us know right now. We can tell you our predictions for the playoffs, or we jump right into the Jameson Williams ranked against his fellow wide receiving class.
We could do AFC if we wanted. We didn't really touch that. Are them Dolphins?
Hey, whatever y'all want to do, I'm with the shits. Do you want me to tell you what it is?
Yeah.
Number 1 seed, currently the Chiefs.
Boo.
But outside of that, it would be the Bills, Broncos. That actually, Broncos are pesky.
Broncos are
That
pesky.
defense is fucking
Come
good.
on, man. Talk to him.
Get them out of
Talk
here.
to him.
Steelers, Ravens.
How dare you? Steelers, Ravens? Hell yeah.
Your boy Russ
Dude,
been
how
cooking.
does she keep getting these guests?
I mean,
Let Russ cook.
I'm telling you.
That's your dog, huh?
Let Russ cook.
And then
I wish it was
Texans,
anybody else
Chargers.
but Russell Wilson.
I know.
What was the
I
next
knew
one?
hasn't said a damn thing either.
No, he hasn't.
News pretend Russ doesn't exist out here.
Texans, Chargers.
That's a
That'll be a
banger.
good game, too.
The Chargers are my sleeper in the AFC, I think.
Jimmy Harbs.
Jimmy Hobbs.
We had some good talks about him yesterday.
Leno dead? No, Leno didn't die. He's got his ass whooped.
Yeah, something happened to him.
Dude, that was...
Dude is down a dark
He's
path.
been in better shape. Like, hopefully he's okay, man. Because
Yeah.
I mean, I've never watched his stand-up, and I don't even think I watched his
I
show.
didn't know
when
he did
was on.
stand up.
Well, that's a guy.
Isn't that how he came in the game? And then
CNS,
he
you
got
hear
the
about
late
this?
night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Why, Blue Lantern, why do you hate KG so much?
Yeah, KG's the
He's a
man.
great guy. I think he's a great analyst.
Yeah.
And his hair smells nice. I don't know that part to be true, but I was looking for another compliment to say.
All right.
All right, let's rank JMO. Fuck the AFC. Who cares? Nick, this is your idea. I'll let you lead the way.
Yeah. When back in 2022, when all of these, you kind of heard it was a stacked wide receiver class, and to be quite frank, it was. You think about guys like Garrett Wilson. You think about a guy like Drake London. You think about a guy like George Pickens. Think about a guy like Chris Olave. You think about Romeo Doubs, Alec Pierce, Christian Watson. But one of the guys that was hurt during the draft process was a guy in Jamison Williams.
Yep.
That Brad Holmes went up and targeted and drafted in the first round at number 12 overall. 3 years later, Jamison Williams is looking like an absolute beast for the Detroit Lions. I want to know where you guys would rank him with all of these other wide receivers that have been playing healthy for 3 years. Because he is so explosive finally in year 3.
Dude, so tough.
It is tough.
We are not grading them on their past.
So no resume from
As
2022
players
to
today.
now. As players
Correct.
today.
Yes.
So got the numbers.
Whoa.
Drake London. What?
I mean, your numbers can help
Breaking
support
news.
your. Wait, hold up.
Saying something lame.
Bryce Underwood, ESPN's #1 overall recruit in the class of 2025, is flipping his commitment to the University of Michigan. He told schools today, per Adam Schefter. That is the official Adam Schefter account, and he has tweeted it. Bryce Underwood
that
is
is
flipped
the
from
official Adam
LSU to
Schefter
Michigan.
account. Whoa, that is breaking news.
Holy
Schefter.
shit! Are you kidding me?
No, this is Adam Schefter just
11
tweeted
million
it.
Oh my god.
followers.
We got back and forth like pretty heated last week. Holy shit.
We did.
All right, so this is it. I thought we were going to have to go to the transfer portal for Bryce Underwood. For like the next great quarterback. Let me start that over. I thought we were going to have to go to the transfer portal for an elite quarterback because Bryce Underwood said he wasn't going to flip his commitment. Turns out he flipped his damn commitment. Michigan got NIL right because you don't get the #1 recruit in the nation, let alone the #1 quarterback, unless you got your NIL right. Bryce Underwood is being compared to Vince effing Young. That's who you just got into your program. He is an absolute stud, hell of an arm, and he can run the ball as well. Bryce Underwood, welcome to Ann Arbor. Let's go. This changes the whole entire trajectory of Sharon Moore as a coach and this program for the next 4 years. You saw what happened when they got J.J. McCarthy, an elite quarterback, into their program. 3 straight Big Ten titles, 3 straight wins against Ohio State, and 1 national championship. You're looking at that kind of impact with a guy like Bryce Underwood. Let's go.
Do you trust Sharon Moore to handle him correctly?
Yeah, he's going to have to. This is not a negative day. I do. Right now, I have to. Yes, I have to.
That's crazy. Wow.
What if Michigan's like, all right,
Good for Michigan.
we'll get rid of Sharon Moore. He's like, all right, I'm coming.
Well, see ya.
Wow.
No way.
Dude, I remember 2 years ago, he had a game where he completed every pass. It was like 28 of them or something. It's something crazy. Bryce Underwood's a dog.
Yeah, he is. Bryce Underwood is
I
a
like
dog.
Bryce Underwood before the whole Michigan's like.
Legitimately a dog. Obviously,
Yeah.
he's the number 1 player in the country. That is huge for
Holy
Michigan.
shit.
Wow.
Chase. Clip that up. Let's go. That's holy. This is insane right now. This is it.
I was like, is Chase here?
Yeah.
No, I'm just thinking like
He's
that's
speaking
like
through the airwaves.
yeah. I mean, this is the biggest news maybe ever. I mean, definitely. This is
I-
bigger
I-
than
it was
Rashawn Gary.
fun trolling you guys.
This
but-
is bigger. This is bigger than Rashawn Gary when Jim Harbaugh
Yeah,
got
he's
him.
the number
for
1
sure.
recruit
Wait.
in the country.
Yeah, no, so was Rashawn, but this is the number 1 quarterback
Didn't his receiver
that you
come
were
in
gonna
last night?
miss. Yeah, number 2 player in the state of Michigan. He was considered an athlete coming out
Okay, so he might play a little bit of offense.
Yeah.
That's why there's confusion there.
Damn.
from Belleville. Wow.
So I like hating on Michigan. It's fun to hate on Michigan.
I do too.
So they are also going after another LSU wide receiver recruit. Watch
Fuck.
out for that flip as well going
My
forward.
only thing, Nick, and I mean this out of my heart, I really do. I think Sharon Moore can fuck this up. I swear to God, like, because that's not his style. That's not his style of offense. He is an offensive lineman. Even with Jim Harbaugh last year, even with J.J. McCarthy, a first-round quarterback he ended up being, but they were like run. They never let the quarterbacks get loose. I'm not saying he can fuck it up and they don't end up going to Michigan. I'm saying once they are in Michigan, they don't look like what it could be or what it should be.
We had, fans in the chat. MPWMU says no Spenny. I don't trust more. Someone else in the Woodward Sports chat, Weezy D313. Sharon definitely not going to get an opportunity to coach him.
But if they're making the commitment, I feel like Sharon Moore's got to be a part of that. Unless they literally said, we're getting rid of him.
Yeah, unless they might have. I mean, look at LSU right now. They're a
who's next
dumpster
in
fire
line?
as well.
Yeah.
You got to call Braylon.
Brian Kelly's an absolute dude. See if we can get Braylon on the phone. This is massive.
Yeah, that is nuts.
But shoot him a text. But okay, so if it's not, Sharon Moore, which obviously I think it is, but okay, going back to Jim Harbaugh and
I've never
Sharon
seen
Moore
Nick
offense.
this happy in real time.
Sharon Moore's offense. You think about that offense.
Yeah.
You think about Jim Harbaugh's offense. He's doing the same thing in the NFL though, with an elite quarterback in Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
And what are they doing? They're winning games. It's not super flashy, but it gets the job done. And to do that in today's college football, they kind of reinvented or went back to the old wheel, and they started running the ball again and started dominating at the line of scrimmage. They already have a top 15 offensive lineman recruited, left tackle, so you got a guy to protect him. I think that's big as well. This is massive for the University of Michigan. It's such a down season after the national title to get the number 1 player in the nation right now. I mean, a lot can happen until signing day, but to get him in your fucking program, this is massive for the University of Michigan.
That is crazy. Because he came out himself. He clowned the post. Laughed at the post on his own Instagram story.
Maybe he was looking for a little bit more cash when he talked about the $10 million.
They said it wasn't about the cash when he talked about it.
Of course, it never is.
Yeah,
it's
never about the cash.
money.
That's crazy.
This kid visited Michigan, growing up all
You're
the time.
Michigan. I mean, you hate Michigan more than me.
Yeah, it fucking sucks. I'm not happy about it, but hey, good for Michigan. That's crazy.
Alan W says LMAO Jaden Davis pissed AF right now for sure. I mean, yeah, he is. I mean, if he can't get on the field as a freshman in this quarterback group, I don't feel too bad for him. I thought he was going to be pretty damn good, but go somewhere. Hopefully, I wish you the best. I hope you can succeed somewhere else.
Jaden Davis to LSU.
Yeah, Andrew Jones says Jaden Davis transfer out now. Yeah, absolutely. He's going to transfer out.
He's going to Iowa. Yeah, there you go.
Where ETN says,
we're all pissed off
think
Michigan
he
quarterbacks
starts as a true freshman? 100%. He's starting game 1, snap 1. Wow, that's huge for Michigan.
Fuck, I hate that because I like Bryce Underwood. I know.
You're a Michigan fan.
I'm not a Michigan fan. I just want to see my friends happy one night. One night.
College football has been so dead this year. This is really big for just the fan bases in Michigan, or specifically Michigan.
Yeah, I was going to say, college football has
been
been dead in the state of Michigan for sure.
Yeah, I mean, to put it in perspective, and this is high school, but I know a lot of times these quarterbacks coming out, the uber athletic guys, they're just athletic guys. No, Bryce Underwood's a dog. 74% completion percentage.
Yeah, he's a freak.
Yeah, like he's good at quarterbacking on top of it, being able to be a dog, tuck the ball and run. Didn't we go and watch him the 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Or that was Dante Moore?
Yeah,
that was Dante Moore. Yeah. Me and Gentry were supposed to go see Bryce, but we ended up going.
I got a question. I kind of want to put this back to you guys after the break.
All right, let's go to break. And the breaking news here is that #1 recruit in the nation, Belleville quarterback Bryce Underwood, has flipped his commitment from LSU to the University of Michigan. So he is going to be a Michigan Wolverine. Wow. Did not see that one coming.
I hate that so much.
Let's go to Caesars. Or let's go to break. I'll tell you about Caesars. We're going to come back, and Nick will he's still going to be full mast in the booth over there. But let me tell you about Caesars Sportsbook, the official sportsbook of Woodward Sports. Scan that QR code, use code word Woodward1000, and get up to $1,000 back if your first bet doesn't hit. Just use code word Woodward1000, and your first bet will be refunded if it doesn't hit, anywhere from $25 to $1,000. Woodward or Caesars Sportsbook, the official sportsbook of Woodward Sports.
Can't get enough Lions coverage? Make sure you catch all Woodward sports shows every game day. Wake up with Woodward and Main, giving you the latest insight into the Lions locker room and press conferences. Then join the Lions pregame show, highlighting key matchups, injuries, and what to watch for during the game. Follow all the ups and downs of the live game action with our Woodward Watch Party live on YouTube and woodwardsports.com. After the game, check out the instant fan and host reactions with the Lions postgame show. Every game, it's wall-to-wall, kneecap-biting, high-fiving, chest-pumping Lions coverage.
Hell yeah!
Only at Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome.
The countdown to kickoff is here. Your Detroit Lions are ready for another season of grit. Woodward Sports is your #1 destination for all breaking news and Lions coverage. We are Detroit's #1 sports network. We are Woodward Sports. Congratulations to the real coach of the year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
You know, tell me what read.
New Holland Brewing Company and Taller Long Drink. They are the best in the game. It is a gin-based cocktail made with grapefruit puree, brewed here in Michigan. So support local and enjoy Taller Long Drink from New Holland Brewing Company.
What up, though? Welcome to Woodward Heavyweights Live, WoodwardSports.com. Me's joined by Spimo Raxion, Chris, Nicholas Koloff. We just got the breaking news from Adam Schefter that Bryce Underwood has flipped his commitment from LSU to the University of Michigan. That is big-time news. He's a big-time quarterback.
#1 recruit in the nation.
Put things in perspective, like, I'm not a big college football guy, but I've been following Bryce Young for quite some time because he's from Belleville, and he's been putting up crazy numbers. He's more than just an athlete. He's actually completing passes, making nice throws, layering his throws. As somebody who's not a Michigan fan per se, this is it sucks. But for my Michigan friends, happy for you, I guess.
Won't turn 20 until his third year in college, so he's young for his grade as well. Just an extreme athlete, and that brings you an absolute leader to the locker room of Michigan. And this doesn't just help today. This helps for the next couple months until the signing day is actually here. Or I don't know the actual date right now. Sorry about that. But
you're good.
This helps you bring in other blue chip prospects and recruits to Ann Arbor. They lead the obvious #1 recruit in the nation. Bryce Underwood going to Ann Arbor. Want your takeaways, Spenny, just as a state fan. Michigan goes out, gets the #1 recruit. Obviously, it looks like they're starting to play with the big dogs here.
Yeah.
The SECs of the world, the Ohio States of the world. How do you see this playing for Michigan with getting the #1 recruit? And how do you see it translating to Michigan State that maybe they have to step up their game in the NIL world.
Yeah, I mean, that fucking sucks. Like, you got the best quarterback, best player in the country, and that is huge, obviously, because they were a quarterback away from potentially being a college football playoff team this year. If they had decent coaching and a quarterback, they should be a college football team or college playoff team, on paper. So getting that guy, man, that sucks. We'll see what happens with Sharon Moore if they stay with him, if they entrust the kid, the recruit of the century for Michigan to Sharon Moore. That would speak a lot about him. But we'll see. They're going to have to change their defensive coordinator for sure, because the expectations now are you have to win another national championship. That's the expectations for Michigan now. Is you're right. You're swimming with the big dogs. You just outbid LSU for the number one player in the country. So you're right back in the heat of it. This was a down year for you guys, obviously, but starting next year, you're gonna be you're gonna have a top 5 rank next to your name probably. So the expectations are back on, and I don't know about Sharon Moore. I don't know how you guys feel about Sharon Moore, but for me as a Michigan State fan, yeah, it fucking sucks. It sucks to see them get a guy this good, but happy for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is, because I'm a Bryce Underwood fan, I hope that Sharon Moore doesn't fuck this up. I hope they're able to get the pieces around him, offensive line included, and just run something where Bryce could do what he does best and just move the fucking chains. If he has to run, let him run, but also get him some weapons to go deep to as well. Fuck, man. This does suck. But I guess not. He stays home. And I mean, another plus for you guys, he played in Michigan weather before, too. It's not like some Cali kid come over here. Like, this kid that's been playing in Michigan his whole entire life. Do you think they upped the ante on the NIL deal?
On the one that was reported? Yeah, I do. But, I mean, I didn't even... Yeah, they did, probably. I mean, you're going out and outbidding LSU. You know, there's a lot of money in LSU, but you were supposed to be this program with the extremely rich alumni that you always love to brag about in Michigan. It's about damn time they stepped up to the plate, and this is what we should expect moving forward. You got the number one quarterback. Now you go out and get him elite wide receivers in the transfer portal to help make that transition easier. And not just wide receivers. You need some upgrades on that offensive line.
You need upgrades on the offensive line. And you're losing your entire defensive line when you look at Mason Graham, Josiah Stewart, and Grant, and then you're losing Will Johnson, you're losing Colston Loveland. So that's what I wanted to ask you. Losing all those guys, obviously, in college football today, if you lose all those guys, you can just get them from different places with the transfer portal. What are your expectations next year for the Michigan Wolverines, knowing they're losing all of that talent, especially on defense, but having Bryce Underwood come in?
So I absolutely love to check out college football recruiting. Like, it's like one of my weird niches. I love to look at the 4 stars, 5 stars, see who they recruited with, who are they getting recruited by. And I was really big on Nebraska this year. And I thought they were going to start hot because they got Dylan Raiola, the number one quarterback. They did start hot. They lost a heartbreaker to Illinois, and now they're sitting at 5-5 after dropping 4 straight. Nebraska is not Michigan. They can go out and really drop some cash on transfer portal people to help Bryce Underwood's transition. So even with losing the first-round talent, I also think
that's how Nebraska got Dylan Raiola. Because Nebraska used to be a superpower in college football as well. So they've got backers.
But this is, to this point, their relevancy was so far down. Michigan just won the national championship last year. So I believe getting Bryce Underwood, the number one player, you already have a 5-star lineman coming. I believe they will be able to get transfer portal talent. And I'm not just talking, 3 stars. I'm talking high 4 stars, some of the best talent in the transfer portal. Michigan saw how big of a disaster it was last year and what Jim Harbaugh ended up kind of doing to this program when he took his DC, took a lot of the coaches, took this strength coach with him. He kind of ripped this program apart with him on his way winning the national championship, which no problem with it.
I got 2 questions for you because you didn't answer the first one.
What's the record going to be?
Yeah, what are your expectations for them next year?
First year.
9
wins, flirting with the playoff.
What is your expectation from them?
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think those are fair expectations because you do have to replace a lot.
I'm not going to pick them to win 10, 11 games until I see them replace this talent.
Yeah, and then 2, is Sharon Moore your head coach game 1 next year?
To be honest, I'm reacting live on air right now, so I don't know what went into this recruiting of Bryce Underwood, but I have to think it was with Sharon Moore and with a plan for this offense. So I will say, yes, Sharon Moore is your quarterback. Week 1, I think they beat Northwestern. I think they lose to Ohio State. I think that's how the season ends, but there is sky is the limit for the potential of this program, not to just be good next year or the year after. This is the potential to start the dynasty in college football if you're throwing out this kind of money in NIL.
Yeah, you got to throw out this season too, but
Brian Kelly's about to get drawn and quartered in Baton Rouge, dude.
Oh, for sure he is. For sure he is. They must have upped the. I think it makes sense that they upped the ante though too, because like when the initial offer came out, the $10 million for 4 years, everyone kind of scoffed at it, and he obviously went out publicly, posted on a story. He deleted it afterward, but posted on a story like nah or something like that. And now all of a sudden it flips. More money was offered, but if Sharon Moore is gonna be the coach of this team, Nick, I got a homework assignment for you. If you're into watching the high school kids and the recruits and whatnot, they gotta get some offensive linemen.
Yeah,
and because that's his style of ball, and you can't switch that. You know what I'm saying? You can't just jump and then, I'm going to do West Coast. You don't know the ins and outs of West Coast. You don't love the West Coast game the way you love the 5 yards in a cloud of dust. You got to get these offensive linemen and keep them protected.
So I know, like you said, you're live on air.
Yeah, what up?
Will Michigan win a championship with Bryce Underwood?
100% they will.
100%.
Locking it. Lock it. Take it to the bank, Michigan fans.
Yeah.
And take it to the bank, everybody else watching. Michigan will win a natty under Bryce Underwood. When they've had elite quarterbacks in the past, a.k.a. J.J. McCarthy.
Well, yeah, they've only had one.
Yeah, I mean,
he's not one of these like just uber athletic kids that sit back and he's 60-yard bombs. He can. But he's got in-breaking route.
Yes.
Like he's got it all.
He has an extremely talented arm, and obviously he's an insane athlete.
This is crazy.
Good for you.
I'm happy. Let's wait until the pen hits the paper here, fellas. Like we said, we're reacting right
tonight,
now,
boys?
but
yeah, I can't imagine LSU
doesn't respond.
is going to give up and roll over. Yeah.
How often do you flip a flip? College football's so wild now. It's literally the Wild West.
Yeah, nowadays,
literally the Wild West. Anything can happen. So I mean, yeah, that's huge, man.
So
I mean, how much money they offer? The LSU was like, oh God, we can't afford that.
What are you guys thinking? Just
can Michigan afford
here?
The rest of the roster? I mean, damn.
How much of it? I don't know this guy at all. Well, I mean, I've watched like tape stuff, but I don't know anything about him personally. So no. So with that being said, like, how much do you think was it? Just he wanted to go here, or he wanted to be home, and he was like,
it's money for sure.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I know it's money, but I'm saying this is.
I think he wanted to go here, but he wanted the respect from the university. Hey. Pay me what these guys are willing to pay me if you want me here.
That's exactly where I was going with this. Like, I think he probably came back to them and was like, hey, if you do this price point, I'll go.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's probably how it went.
And I'll say this about going out and getting Bryce Underwood and spending that money, and if they have any more for these top end recruits that we're going to need to replace all the first round talent, you don't buy a Ferrari and leave it in a trash neighborhood. You're not going to go out and get the best available and leave him out to dry with no wide receivers and no offensive line. Yeah. There is not a chance in hell that is what their game plan is. Bryce Underwood probably knows exactly who they're going after, or else he probably wouldn't have committed.
Mm-hmm.
True. Brandon Davis is $20 million. With a
Brandon
emoji.
Davis?
No, in the chat.
He said $20 million?
Brandon Davis, yeah.
What?
Are we just confirming Brandon Davis knows that it's $20 million?
I mean, why would you put the
per sources
sign?
Yes.
A guy in the chat said that?
Said his cousin.
I mean,
per sources.
Yeah, we'll see.
He's got a Michigan jacket.
A Michigan fan says $20 million. No, we'll see.
I can see Michigan keeping the real amount under wraps too, because
yeah. And like I said, dude, it's.
I mean, they did all this under wraps outside of when the $10 million got out.
Yeah, it's wild, man. That sucks.
Good for Sharon. Needed something
good
positive
for
to go
for
his
sure.
way. Yeah.
I mean, either saved his job or killed his job.
Either saved his job or killed his job. One or the other for sure.
To be determined.
All right. Well, we'll go to break and we'll talk about probably this some more. But first, tell us about merch.
Merch.
Mark White.
Mark White.
Mark
Gonna
White.
do you right. Give my guy Mark White a call today or visit him at markwhitesells.com. That's 248-290-8242. He can get you $5,000 off the closing cost of your brand new home. It's markwhitesells.com. Great guy, Lions fan. Support those who support us. Mark White.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer, is kicking off the game with the best prices on all cars, trucks, and SUVs, like this 2024 Silverado for just $296 a month, or this 2025 Equinox for as low as $371 a month. Our locations in Novi, Highland, New Hudson, Livonia, and Lansing means we have the perfect Chevy right in your backyard. Get the home team advantage every day at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts, Woodward Sports.
Woodward Sports and Les Stanford want to reward you for outkicking your coverage. That's right. If your significant other is hotter than you, you could win tickets to the Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. Find the best picture of her with an average-looking you and post it on X or Instagram with hashtag Woodward Tickets. Tag Woodward Sports and follow us to enter. We will announce the winner on November 25th. Outkick your coverage from Woodward Sports and Les Stanford, Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, and Buick in Dearborn and Ferndale.
What up, though? Welcome back to World Heavyweights Live, WorldSports.com. Make sure you guys smash that like button, be a friend, tell a friend, and share the stream. We already broke the news, talked about it a little bit. Bryce Underwood to Michigan. I think the really only concern, maybe two if you want, for me at least, is Sharon Moore. They're going to get the offensive lineman to protect him. But he's locked and loaded. Ink hasn't hit the paper yet, but he will be Wolverine. But before the news broke, we were kind of ranking Jamison Williams amongst the wide receivers in his draft class. Nick, who was your #1?
Do you want to go down the list again? Should we just run through them?
Drake London, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave, Jameson Williams, of course, George Pickens, Romeo Doubs, Christian Watson, Alec Pierce was in that draft. This is actually, but I feel like the receivers, it's always that type of draft class. I mean, this year a little bit top heavy. That's why you see as many gone in the first round as you did. But that's why, like, Amon-Ra I love, so I had no issue paying him the money that he got paid. I just think he represents just as much off the field as he does on the field in terms of, like, being great. So I had no issue with that whatsoever. But other than that, when guys get a little too, big for their britches, a little too DV, sitting out games, sitting out camps, sitting out practices, let them walk because these guys come every single year. But Jamison Williams is one that we got a hold of. I don't think we let him walk because he may have got himself a little bit of a discount with his off-the-field situations that he's had in the past, and I'm not judging him off those. I'm just saying, may got us a little bit of a discount.
Yeah.
You come re-signing him. Is Jameson Williams the best wide receiver in this draft class, Spinny?
No, Jameson Williams is not the best receiver in this draft class.
Is he the second best wide receiver in his draft class?
No, Jameson Williams is not the second best receiver in this draft.
Is he the third?
Yes, I would say he's the third best receiver in the draft class.
Okay.
I would put him behind Garrett Wilson and George Pickens. But I think I'd put him at third right there.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. Third or fourth, and I really want to debate either way. My only thing is, and I get Nick, you said not based off the past, but you look at what he's done.
You can use the past to help,
Okay,
but it's not all solely based on the past.
Drake London, 2,481 yards, 12 touchdowns, 202 receptions, and he hasn't really had a quarterback until this year. Currently a top 10 wide receiver in yards right now. I'd have to put him over Jameson Williams currently as well. But I mentioned those 12 touchdowns. Garrett Wilson, also 12 touchdowns. George Pickens, 11 touchdowns. All these guys have 100-plus receptions. Jameson Williams, 7 touchdowns, and that's just receiving.
Yes.
And only 49 receptions. I mean, he's very well in the projection to maybe cover some ground here with the guys we have currently ranked above him. But
Percules in the Woodward Sports Chat.
Let's go. What a name.
Shout out Percules.
Shout out Percules.
He says, does Bryce Underwood start as a freshman? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
He's starting day one, snap one.
I don't know if making Jay Davis. They made JJ wait too.
They made JJ wait, but
this is not JJ McCarthy.
He's a better recruit than JJ McCarthy.
He's number 1.
He's a better recruit than JJ
I think
Davis.
Rivals the only one that had him like 2. Who'd they have above him, do you know? You're in the circles.
Rivals is always trashing anybody involved with Michigan, to be quite honest. But that might be a little bit biased there.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, but he's the most talented recruit that Michigan has ever had. And
yeah,
that fucking sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Sucks, but hopefully the kid goes out there and makes some things happen. Like we said, Sharon Moore's got his work cut out for now. You thought the microscope was big coming into next year already. Now you got the number 1 recruit in the nation. So that microscope got even bigger.
Here comes Brian Kelly, new coach at the University of Michigan.
Yeah, dude. That would be wow.
No, I think Sharon's had meetings with.
Oh, for sure.
Bryce
Your
Underwood,
head coach is definitely a part of the
somewhere.
recruiting process, unless it's just complete shit show. But no, he's definitely a part of getting him here. So
Yeah, real quick on this Bryce thing, I kind of wanted to bring it back to you for just a quick second, Spenny. On the NIL part of it, you think about 2 massive billionaires, Matt Ishbia, Dan Gilbert. Do they have to get involved and get Michigan State in the process of getting some of these top tier guys?
Yeah. Absolutely. You need guys like that to cough up some money, because we see Michigan did it. Like you said, Michigan is now officially, when it comes to recruiting, at the table with the big guys, because you just made him flip from LSU, and we know the quarterbacks that have gone through LSU and what the success they've had over there. So, yeah, you need those guys to step up for sure. Those are your 2 biggest boners.
That's
boosters.
crazy.
2 biggest boners. 2 biggest boosters.
That's
You
wild.
need them to step
I
up.
never knew Dan Gilbert went to Michigan State.
Dan Gilbert?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Has he ever
His son went there too. My friends went to the same, or were in the same frat as his son.
Is that like a super rich frat?
It's the Jewish frat.
Oh.
So
it was.
Didn't know he partook.
It was. Skydog says, Spenny, is he better than
Deck.
Rashawn Gary? Yes, he's a better recruit than Rashawn Gary.
Yeah, for sure. It's quarterback. It's the quarterback
I mean,
position.
Rashawn Gary was a fantastic recruit.
We've
He
seen.
was also the number 1 recruit. In the
Put you this way, because Miami teeter-totted a little bit, and I'm not the biggest college, but look what he's doing in Miami right now, Cam Ward. You know what I'm saying? Like the quarterback position could change things for you at any level of football, really. It's better than Rashawn Gary. By far. And I'm expecting some wide receivers to come now, too.
with Michigan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that without a doubt you have
Who
to.
was the kid from LSU?
I gotta look back up the name specifically, but he was a pretty high 4-star, like a top 150 guy. That's in this class, though. I'm not even talking about just this class of players. I'm talking about the transfer class that you need to go out and get proven talent that has already stepped foot on the college football field. That
Yeah, I mean, we need to
those
see
type of
both
guys.
teams do this.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And that's why I asked you. It's we know who needs to get involved, and it's these billionaires that went to Sparty.
Yeah.
But it's not a question of, we know that they should. It's will they finally? Is my question to you, Spencer. Will they bring out the bridge truck for some of these players?
I hope so.
And actually invest in the state of Michigan State football?
I hope so. I will see. Obviously, I'm not in the mind of billionaires, but like, I hope so for sure. Because they're definitely. I mean,
they need to.
Yeah. Now, if you want to beat Michigan, you're gonna have to go through the number 1 recruit in the nation. So.
Fucking wild. I might reach out to Anthony. Oh, we got 10 minutes
Good
left.
thing nobody took my bet on $1,000 on the game next year.
Oh.
Thank God.
I don't remember hearing that one.
Oh yeah.
Would you have taken it?
I don't know. But the state that Michigan was in, probably not.
Yeah.
Magic Johnson is a billionaire too.
I don't think I'd bet $1,000 on any game unless it was the Lions playing in it.
That's fair. I'm trying to reach out to Anthony Broom, but we got 10 minutes left. We might just save it for tomorrow.
Yeah, save it for tomorrow.
All right, we'll do.
Let's go to break. We'll come back. Tell us about merch.
Merch. If you want the best merch in the game, come to woodwardsports.com. Click that shop tab today. They are doing a Black Friday sale, 10% off using the promo code WSN10. Make sure you get the latest and best Detroit sports gear at woodwardsports.com by clicking that shop tab today. Again, hoodies, tees, hats, all that guaranteed to turn heads. So head on over to woodwardsports.com today.
You're an ugly guy. That's okay, because you have a hot girl on your arm. Now Woodward Sports and Les Stanford want to reward you for outkicking your coverage.
I am ugly as by traditional standards.
That's right. If your significant other's hotter than you can win tickets to the Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. So find the best pic of her with the average-looking you and post it on X or Instagram.
You ain't got no alibi, you ugly. You ugly.
Make sure you tag at Woodward Sports and follow us to enter. We'll announce the winner November 25th. Then you and your much better-looking lady will get tickets to watch Dan Campbell and the Kneecappers.
We're going to buy the kneecap off.
Inside of Ford Field on Thanksgiving. So find the best pic of her and the worst pic of you. And show us all how you outkicked your coverage.
Your mama said you ugly. Hey.
From Woodward Sports and Les Stanford.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
It's the New Holland Brewing Company Lions pregame party. Every Lions home game live from Second Best Bar, Detroit. Enjoy the pregame hype with a live broadcast every week with Woodward Sports personalities like Neil Rule, Sean Belesian, and the Heavyweights. Great drinks like Tangerine Space Machine and Taller Long Drink, a great environment, and even better food. It's the New Holland Brewing Company Lions pregame party, live from Second Best Bar, Detroit. Come get some. Coffee Roasters is a delicious coffee. You could drop off locally roasted specialty coffee right to your door. Just subscribe at SabbathCoffeeRoasters.com. Use promo code Woodward to get 25% off your first subscription order. Wake up, enjoy game day, and start your day off right with Sabbath Coffee Roasters.
Buongiorno. Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights Live on WoodwardSports.com. That was it. You're getting better.
Yeah.
I forgot you're left-handed, though. I'm not
You better
impressed.
fucking remember, motherfucker.
I've been thinking you've just been like Cassidy's left hand. I'm like, damn, with his left too.
John Jones says mailbag means, does this mean Jaden Daniels has to transfer, correct? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he gone.
He gone.
He gone.
But Jaden Daniels, you hardly knew he. Like
He hardly knew you.
Don't even think about Jaden Daniels. You guys just got the number one recruit in the nation.
Jaden Daniels is in the NFL.
Did Spenny make that shot just now? No, I missed.
No, but it was really close.
I made like 3 in a row before that, though.
It rimmed off.
Rim jobs.
Just like my ex.
Okay. You know,
I
subtlety is an art, DC.
Rich Baldwin says
just really
Drew
just said rim
Henson.
job.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not subtlety.
So people already knew.
Rich Baldwin says Drew Henson was a 5-star athlete in baseball and football. Well, this ain't Drew Henson, buddy. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously every recruit has a possibility to bust, but this dude's the number one recruit in the nation. Like,
well,
I'd be highly surprised if he wasn't an elite player in college.
Yeah, same here. Chris, how are you feeling over there, Mr. Spartan in the TD booth?
Yeah, I mean, great. Good for you guys. I've already gotten a fucking million texts about it from all my people that talk shit.
Oh, yeah? Is that right?
Yeah, I have. It's fucking annoying.
Nobody's
They
texting this fucking
literally, yes, they do. Lots of people, not just my family. But I had literally somebody, like, it was a couple people that are all U of M. They literally, like, threw me in a group chat and have just been talking about it. It's fucking annoying.
That's hilarious.
Bloody bitch.
I asked Spenny the
Bastard bitch.
same question. I asked Spencer,
you bastard bitch. Bryce Young is ours.
I asked Spencer the same question. It's about damn
Bryce
time.
Underwood.
About damn time the donors step up to the plate
Yeah.
for Michigan State. Chris, do you think they will?
We did,
Well,
goddammit.
No, I don't know.
Bloody
I hope
Bloody
they do.
bitch.
I hope they do.
Everyone's saying they hope, but will they?
I mean, look, let's use our platform. Hold the feet to the fire. Come on,
Exactly.
where the cash at? Where the cash at? We need these guys. Look, if you're not gonna do it for football, do it for basketball, please. Like, just give us something. Give us something at Michigan State.
Throw some money, you bloody bastard bitch.
Fuck me.
So you guys asked me the question: will Michigan win a natty under Bryce Underwood?
Absolutely.
Well, that's ask you
4-star.
fellas.
Well, I don't know. This is from Steve Wiltfong. He's the on-3 vice president.
Yeah, I know the name.
Yeah, he said, per him, 4-star LSU wide receiver commit Derek Meadows has been projected to flip to Michigan.
Meadows. Yep, that's the name. Sounds familiar.
That's what you're talking about?
Yep.
Pull him up. What is this kid? Who is this kid?
Derek Meadows.
I can't have one of them 6'4" motherfuckers jump inside
Fast
the
as hell.
Michigan and teaming up with Bryce Underwood. That would be
Derek
fucking
Meadows,
treacherous.
the 46th ranked player in the nation. He's 6'5", 200.
God
Jesus
damn it,
Christ.
dude.
Damn it.
Oh, God. Dude.
I'm drinking
Who's that
tonight.
kid, the slot guy they got now, too? The shorter
Samaj
fat-
Morgan.
Samaj Morgan.
Stop hyping up Samaj.
I'm drinking tonight.
What do you mean?
That's
Put him in
it.
the slot with Bryce Underwood?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe
He'll
now
come
we have
to
a
life.
quarterback. Yeah,
He
true
doesn't have
that,
a quarterback
true
right
that.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, my
Bastard
bad. Sorry, Samaj. Sorry.
Fucking
Yeah,
bastard.
six.
bitch.
All right, that was surreal. 6'5", 200. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty
Sharon
fucking...
Moore
at
is literally
18
the
years old.
only thing that can fuck this up. I'm telling you. I'm gonna laugh so hard.
Hey,
I mean, if the wide receiver, if you're making a commitment though, like Sharon, I don't know.
What kind of
Kyle Spence says Michigan going to charge $30 for beers and $50 for pizza. Hey, that's crazy.
Already charging you an arm and a leg to get into that game and wait in line. So yeah, I might as well charge them as whatever you want.
Where is the state game next year?
It's at MSU.
State.
At MSU.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Bastard bloody bitch.
Bastard bitch.
Should do a broadcast outside the Spartan Stadium.
Yeah.
Hey man.
We do it from a bar in East Lansing. That'd be fucking sweet.
Now we're
down.
talking.
Harper's.
Let's hit Harper's.
Harper's reunion.
Pickles.
Hit the rib.
No. Come on, it's Michigan
The
State.
rib's too small.
Let's go. This is amazing.
That's crazy. Yeah. I got pissed so bad.
Yeah, I mean, for everybody listening too, that I mean, I see you guys on social media fucking get pissed off. My buddy here, he's giving you credit on this one, so
Who?
be happy.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
there's nothing. What else am I gonna say?
Yeah,
You made a great. I still hate Michigan, but you made that's insane. And
battle
he's
last week.
He's an insane fucking talent.
All right, Pistons at Hornets. Let's lock some bets in, boys.
They got to get their get
Pistons
back.
money
They got
line.
to get their get back.
Pistons money line?
I would say Pistons money line too.
How about
You
a
know-
double-double
yeah.
from Duran, huh?
Dude, honestly,
Huh?
as much as I love the Pistons, they are so hard to bet on. Like, they are really, I never have a good feel for
cardiac
what I'm betting.
kids.
The one thing I was looking at, it was plus odds, which was crazy to me, so I took it, was Tim Hardaway for 3 threes. And I know he shot horribly last game, but bounce back. I mean, he was minus odds for 3 threes earlier before the injury, so I think he'll return to form here. That's one of the only bets I like. I don't like betting on Duran double doubles because he's just weird. He's up and down. I like betting on Cade's rebounds and assists combo because I don't know how much he's going to get of either or, so I like to parlay those two. And that's really it. And then money lines. That's really what's been doing me for the Pistons is just taking straight money lines.
Oh shit!
That's how I've been cashing out.
That the number 2 recruit, the number 2 quarterback in the nation is going to Ohio State. That's
Yeah.
that's
Ooh,
already
that's-
been.
yeah,
he's
that's
already
already
been
been-
committed
yeah.
there.
Who is
yeah.
it?
Tavian St. Clair
From Ohio.
from Ohio. Yeah.
That's going to be a
That's
battle.
actually hard.
Yeah,
Bryce
Tavian.
Underwood from Michigan.
Yeah.
Him from Ohio. That's
Tavian.
kind of dope.
Do you guys
That's a
think?
30 for 30 fucking loading up.
Yeah.
Do you remember the time?
What if I told you?
What if I told you? Bryce Underwood.
Wow,
All right.
this came out of left field today.
That was-
I mean,
yeah.
whoa.
Yeah.
Good way to kill fucking 45 minutes.
Lamelo
Right there.
Ball.
Maybe
over
we'll
under
talk
28
about the
and a half
J-Mo
points.
shit when sometime next week.
What'd you say?
LaMelo Ball over under 28 and a half.
28 and a half.
He got benched last game.
Under.
Yeah, I'll go under. I'm looking.
Would you go under, or would you get him for 20?
I'm looking at Bridges and Miller this game. Those
Bridges
are
got like
a
a knee thing, don't he?
He'll get. It's only like 16.5. He'll get 17.
All right, I'm just gonna go points. I'm just gonna go Bridges 15, LaMelo 20 points.
Sure. Yeah, I don't see him getting 30, but I don't see him getting lower than like 20.
Do the Red Wings win
They did
tonight?
bench him last game. That was weird.
No, the Red Wings don't win tonight.
Bastard bitch. Kind of fucking
Do they fire
stupid
their head coach
question was
today?
that?
Hopefully.
What is that?
He said, do they fire their head coach? Hopefully. But that'll do it for us today. Biggest news, Bryce Underwood flips his commitment from LSU to Michigan. He is now committed to the Michigan Wolverines, the #1 recruit in the nation, the #1 quarterback in the nation. From Belleville, Bryce Underwood. For Easy, for Nick, for Chris, I am Spencer. We're the Heavyweights. Catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.